That I don't know. Things might get a little scuffed for a little while. I am doing generations on the side because I'm playing a game on a console. What's my memory usage? That's Wi-Fi. GPU. What's the RAM usage on the GPU? It's 2. 4.2 out of the 12 gigs that are on this card. There's also a shared GPU memory. I don't understand what shared GPU memory is. Because it's claiming that there's 20 GPU memory total. But that's not right. The card is a 12 gig card. And I'm seeing them hovering at 14.2 gigabytes in total. What happens if I turn never out of memory on? So there's something weird with the version of Stable Diffusion I have. It's like it wants to use up as much system memory as possible. It doesn't matter what the setting is. I don't think neither setting is affecting generation time. But that's about it. Did I just get disconnected from my own Twitch chat 3 times in a row? Because I see welcome to the chat room pop up 3 times. Maybe it'd be better if I just turn this off for now. I can come back to this later. That's a radical idea. And we don't have to be doing 2 things at once unless I want to heat my room up and make it feel like a sauna. I mean, there's always that. Yeah. Gonna be playing this tonight. I played Brilliant Diamond, well, not Brilliant Diamond, but playing Shining Pearl for a little while. And, I'm in the post-game of it, so I'm kind of like, you know what, I want to play something else. And I've already finished Scarlet and Violet, I've already finished Pokemon Legends ZA, I'm in the post-game of that. I'm like, you know what? Let me go play Pokemon Sword again. I honestly think every time I played Sword and Shield, I've only ever played Pokemon Sword. Hang on, my stuff's a little screwy. Let me fix my motion capture real quick. That should be a little bit better. Alright, is this batch almost done? I want to do a batch of 4. Then I'm going to close the generator to reduce the RAM overhead. Because I don't need to be doing this at the same time. I need to be focusing on chat. But just the 2 hours. So let this little batch finish while I yap for a little bit. Because even though, like, I mean, I could do this. I could just run this. I'm just mainly concerned about hammering my solid state. Dedicated GPU memory is like 8 out of 12 gigs. Regular memory is going between 10 and 15. The real question is, am I getting encoding lag? No, but I am getting some rendering lag. I lost like 9 frames due to encoding lag. You know what? I think it'll be okay. If things get a little screwy, if like I'm noticing my system locking up or hitching, then we'll stop. Speaking of systems, speaking of computer, oh, what a journey this has been. I've got behind me in this little cardboard box, I've got new case fans that are ready to be installed. I've got a brand new processor that's ready to be installed, but no radiator for it. I could use the fan that's already in the system, but that fan is making noises that fans should not be making, so it's probably not a good idea. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea. The worst case is just I'll have to apply thermal paste to it. And then clean the thermal paste off when I put the new cooler on it. But that's about it. So I'm literally waiting on the cooler to come in. As soon as that cooler comes in, I'll go ahead and go through the scary process of opening my computer up and touching it. I'm A+ certified, I'm Network Plus certified. I should know how to handle the inside of a computer and not break something. Like, you apply just enough force to do what you need to do, but then you, why am I peeking? You apply just enough force to do what you need to do, and you just don't go any further. And the cool thing about the cooler that I'm putting in it, I'm replacing the... What was the cooler that's in this? It's the... Ask Gemini what the stock cooler is for a 1700X. What is the stock cooler for a AMD Ryzen 7 1700X? Okay, there's a small catch with the processor. The 1700X did not come with a stock cooler. Unlike the standard one, which included the RAF Spire, the X models were sold as without fan packages. Assumed users buying higher performance chips would choose their own aftermarket cooler. Okay, cool. It was the Wraith Max, is what it claims. So, of course, Gemini is recommending me to get the Thermalite Assassin X, which I've basically I've read online. A lot of people are recommending the Thermalite Assassin. The problem is I don't like that cooler because one of the fans sits right on top of the memory sticks and makes it a pain in the ass to get in and out. So I'm getting a stock AMD Wraith Prism. That's what I'm getting. I'm actually going to wind up getting two of them, because I think I told this story on Discord already, but I'm going to tell it here. The story was I went and bought the processor. I was on Newegg. The listing said it came with the cooler. That's the whole reason I bought the 3700X and not a 5700X, because if I bought a 5700, I would need to get a cooler. And the whole point I'm upgrading computer anyway is because I need to get a new cooler, because the one in there is making sounds of the sounds that coolers make when they're about to die. So, I get the processor, and I don't have a cooler. I'm like, oh, that's just fantastic. So I'm over here going like, okay, how do I contact them, and how do I make sure I'm not coming across as aggressive, even though I probably came across as aggressive, because I'm aggressive. And we're able to get it sorted out. They said it was going to be a used one anyway, but okay, it was apparently they claim it was a mix-up at the warehouse. I think they were just trying to pull a fast one on me and didn't expect me to turn around and say something. And then they told me to be sure to leave a review on Newegg so that I can get a gift. I'm like, I'll leave a review. I'll give it a 4-star review, and then because a 5-star experience would be, I ordered and I got exactly what I was advertised. I'm going to be fair and give them a 4-star review because it wasn't mediocre. If I didn't get the cooler fan and they refused to give me the cooler fan and I needed to do a refund, I would have left a 3-star review, because it would have been like, the processor I ordered was the correct processor. It's not fake, it works. But the listing said it came with this thing and it didn't come with it, and I had to issue a partial refund from Newegg, and that was fun. But I'll be sure to mention on the review that, at first I didn't get everything as advertised, and I contacted the seller and they fixed that issue, but then I had to wait an extra week for it to arrive, so I had to wait to upgrade the computer, and that was inconvenient. So it's something to take note of. It happened. I'm just going to state the facts. I'm not going to be mean. I'm going to state the facts. This is what happened. This is how they fixed it. This is why I'm leaving 4 stars, because they fixed it. I'm not leaving it 5 stars because if I didn't have to go through this song and dance to begin with, it'd be 5 stars. Right? So we're just waiting on that cooler. I've got the braces for it though, because the type of cooler fan that's in the computer is screwed directly onto into the brackets on the back. But the Prism Wraith cooler has like a lock system. you don't have to screw the cooler in to the motherboard. You just plop it right on top of the processor, and there's like 2 clamps on the side and a little army pullback to secure it, which is nice. I don't have to worry about like applying, like just putting the screws on in the wrong order and breaking something, because you can do that very easily. And I just don't like screws. I usually want it stripping screws, which is great. So that's great. I am gonna have to mess with screws to get the case fans replaced though. So that's gonna be fun. Hopefully those, I think the headers on the case fans are just as simple as take them out, and then like connect the new case fans to the headers. It's just, maybe I have to go to the store and buy some zip ties to zip tie down the cables, so the fans aren't sitting loose in the case and blocking airflow. So that's fun. Also, something happened today, and I'm gonna have to go to a dentist, and I haven't been to a dentist in like 2 decades. Mom had these little cupcakes out, these little bite-sized cupcakes, and they're out for like a few weeks. I don't think about it. These cupcakes have little sugar sprinkles on them. Normally those sugar sprinkles aren't extremely hard like jawbreakers. I go chewing this cupcake, and these sprinkles are like really freaking hard. So I'm chewing, I'm biting down on the sprinkle to try and like chew the sprinkle so I don't choke on it. And then I feel and hear a crunch, and I'm like, that crunch was not the thing I tried eating. I go and swallow. And I'm going and feeling around my teeth with my tongue. I'm like, one of my molars feels like there's something in it. How? I'm still picking at it now. Sensory thing. I go to the bathroom, I have a dental pick. I'm taking the dental pick and I'm just feeling around. And I have a little dental mirror, but that's not really helping me. So I'm holding a phone in one hand with an LED light. I'm having my jaw cocked all the way open to try and look, because of course it's one of my back teeth. It's a pain in the ass. I can't get a good look at anything. I can definitely tell there's just nothing in my tooth. There's no food or popcorn kernel or anything like that. So, I'm like, oh, wonderful. I go feel the molars on the other side of my mouth with my tongue. And I go feel the problematic molar, and I go, I chipped my tooth. Awesome. And not only did I chip my tooth, but like the tip of the tooth, like the actual crown of the tooth has, I don't know if you call it a fissure, a fracture, or what. There's a crack that's going right across the top of it. I'm like, ah, it's just fan-fucking-tastic. So, now on Monday, when I have to go to work Tuesday, Monday, I have to play a game of telephone to figure out, okay, what dentist in my closest city accept Cardinal Care? Because my mom claims there's doctors around here that take it. I'm like, I've spoken to people that are on Cardinal Care, they're on like Medicaid, Medicare, and they have been told that the dentist will accept the care for like children. So if you're an adult and you're using Cardinal Care and you're doing dentistry work on a kid, they'll do it. But if you're an adult, they won't accept it for some dumb fuck reason. So I hope that's not the case, because if I have to drive an hour to get dental work done, that's gonna further like give me another reason on the long laundry list of why I do not like where I live and why I want to move out as soon as possible. Like, yeah, there's a data center opening up nearby. I'll probably consider getting a job over there, but then I'll probably only stay there long enough to stockpile enough money to get a nest egg to move, and then I will just move either north or south. I haven't decided yet. I mean, if I move north, there's more jobs, more opportunities and stuff, and I'm literally up at the nation's capital. But then I'm up at the nation's capital. And if World War III were to break out, I'm basically going to be vaporized when someone decides to push a big red button. Instead of being away from the nation's capital in flyover country where I don't have to worry if a war breaks out, because who's gonna drop a nuke on Montana? There's nothing there. Or Wisconsin. The state with only 3 escalators in the entire state, which is insane. And of course, some people might say, oh, you know, you're gonna move to Wisconsin, or you're thinking about it. Like, why would you do that? One, it's landlocked, there's no ocean. Okay, it's called go to an airport, go in an airplane, and fly to Hawaii. Or fly to Florida. Or fly to California. Or, don't fly to California. It's called go to an airport. Just make sure the city or place I move to is close to an international airport, like within 30 minutes to an hour of an international, preferably an hour. The closer you are to an international airport, the higher the crime rate gets, because people commit crimes and then nope out. And I mean, we live like, I want to say an hour and 30 minutes away from, or almost 2 hours from the closest regional national airport. And it didn't stop my parents from going to Vegas, so that's always a possibility. Secondly, it's called get a swimming pool. Just get a swimming pool. If I want to go to the ocean, get on an airplane, fly to the ocean. If I want to just swim, get a swimming pool. Far less expensive than hopping on an airplane and flying to Hawaii or something. And I keep saying Hawaii because that's on my bucket list. I want to go to Hawaii. Just one time. Once. Just once. Places I want to go to once. Hawaii, Japan, Venice, Italy, and what was the other place I wanted to go to? I think it was just those 3. I'm basically gonna stick to the northern hemisphere. I'm not going to the southern hemisphere. Fuck that shit. They're upside down. They're in upside down land. It's cold when it's hot up here. It's cold down there. The toilets flush in the other direction. They got giant killer wasps and malaria and kangaroos. No thanks. I'm good. I'm gonna stay on the northern hemisphere. Thank you very much. I'm gonna stay on right side upland. That's my thing. So yeah, I'm playing Pokemon Sword. Here's my team, by the way. I'm doing this thing where you might notice I don't have my starter. I put my starter in the box as soon as I was able to catch a Pokemon. Because the game has you go through a couple mandatory fights, that's why he's level 9. But I'm like, alright, I'm gonna stick the starter in a box. I'm gonna try to run through the game. Because modern Pokemon games are piss fucking easy. So it makes this a little easier. I'm like, let me just get rid of the starter, put him in the box, and try to work with a team that is not the starter. Which does mean I'm kind of lacking with base stats, because the starter usually has higher base stats, but there's some bulky Pokemon here. I know Whirly-Coly's pretty good. I know that Oz evolves into a really good flying type. It's part steel, so that's going to help a lot, but he's doubly weak to lightning, I think, which is kind of bad. But here's my squad. Go ahead and rate my squad. We got Chompy the Choodle. He's got shell armor, so he can't get hit by critical hits, and there's his moves. We got Clover the Gossifleur. I was really struggling nicknaming this fucker. It's got Cotton Dawn, so every time this Pokemon is hit with physical contact, it actually lowers the speed stat of all Pokemon except itself, so I should take note of that. That might be bad in raids. Maybe don't use that one in raids. We've got Oz the Rookidee. If you played Genshin Impact, you know who the fuck Oz is. Oz is like, what's her name? Fischl's, familiar or something? It's the raven she has. It's got keen eyes, so sand attack doesn't hurt it. It's always able to see. There's its moves. We got Swiper, the Nickit, which is a funny Pokemon name to say, because you slur your speech, it sounds like you're saying something else. I love how he has like little gloves and little boots. Well, she does. I love how it has like little gloves and little boots. It's adorable. This one's more of a special attacker. It's got the ability Unburden, so if its held item is used or lost, it boosts to Speed Spat, which, that's awesome. Is that my whole team? And then, of course, we got Zumi, the Yamper. It's called Zumi because it evolves into Bolthound. It's got Ball Fetch. This is a good boy. I love this. If you use a Pokeball in a Pokemon and it breaks out, like let's say I throw an Ultra Ball or a Luxury Ball and it breaks free, at the end of battle, Zumi will actually have the first Pokeball that I have used and failed to catch. Like a good boy. Which is just... I thought the Pokeball is like snap in half or break or something. But, I don't know. It's a goofy-ass ability. It's really only used in RPG. It's not really good for competitive, so I'd probably have to ability patch this guy. But he's a good boy. I love this guy. And then, of course, there's Cheeky, the Squavit. It's got Cheek Pouch, so every time it uses a berry, it restores its health. Doesn't matter what berry it is. It uses a berry, it restores its health as well. And this one's got a Stockpile Spit Up Swallow moveset. I'm not really a fan of that moveset, but we're gonna give it a try. This is the squad, this is what I got. I like this squad. I do have a Roly-Poly in here, but I am avoiding using the starter and any old Pokemon, including regional variants of old Pokemon. So, Galarian Zigzagoon is out, even though I know it evolves into Gene Simmons. I know. I'm not using it. Roly-Poly might swap him in the party as needed, but we're trying to avoid anything else. Now, I might change this party in the future because I've used Yamper and Rookidee in the past, but not Thievul. And the reason I have Squavit over Wooloo is because I've used Wooloo in the past, and I want to see what the other new Pokemon can do. I remember doing this exact thing in Pokemon Sun and Moon and finding out that the base stats of the new Pokemon were dog shit compared to the old Pokemon, which kind of led to power imbalance. So, like, you were actually playing at a disadvantage if you were using any of the new Pokemon instead of the old ones, which is kind of bullshit, if we're being honest. I haven't really made it that far into the game. I'm actually on my way to take on the first gym, which I know is a grass type. So Rookidee is probably going to be the MVP. Although I think... No, he doesn't have a Centiskorch. He does have a Gossifleur, though. He's a grass type gym leader, isn't he? He's grass type, not bug type. Fuck. I don't want to use Vulpix. I don't want to use new Pokemon. Or, I don't want to use old Pokemon. I want to use new Pokemon. I don't want to use any old Pokemon. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. Sorry, I'm getting distracted for a second here. I'm doing generations on the side. This is going to be a chilled, laid-back stream, so, I mean, if you're here, just feel free to lurk. If you want to hit up conversation, feel free to hit up conversation. Just kind of keep it tangentially related to video games or gaming. I don't want to talk about anything political or, like, oh no, there's some sort of controversy has happened. I might acknowledge it and say, well, that sucks, and then we'll just move on, because I like to keep the vibing, you know. I don't want to be bumming people out. I don't know about other people, but I know me. Did the audio just glitch out for a second there? Are we running out of memory? Ooh. That was a big... That happens on occasion with my capture card, I've noticed. Just the audio cuts out for a sec. Weird. But yeah, we're gonna keep things a little bit related to just gaming and stuff, because I don't know about other people. I can't speak for other people, but I know myself, when I've had a long day at work, a long short day at work, it's 6 hours. After a day at work, I don't want to come home and open up the Doom box and just watch streams where people rant and rave about how the entire world is going sideways and how everything sucks. You know, I just don't want to do that. That's not me. That's not my jam, you know? Should I overlevel, or I don't want to overlevel either. Let me look this up. Let me look this up a little bit. Let me look ahead. Pokemon Sword first gym leader. I think it's grass type, right? Give me one Cerebi. Milo. He's using Elder Gloss and Gossifleur. His Pokemon are level 19. 19 and 20, so I shouldn't grind beyond level 20 if I want to keep things balanced. Actually, he should be able to take it at level 17 or 18, because he's only got 2 and I'm going at him with like 6 guys. So, that's the other thing. I watched a whole video that talked about this. About how the Pokemon games, you're not meant to be grinding for too long. You're supposed to be like, you win by outnumbering the Pokemon. Alright, let's go ahead and put Oz at the top of the list, since I predict Oz will be our MVP. Bro sent out a Delibird. Okay, that's a problem. I know Delibird is a friggin' ice type, so that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work at all. It's a bird though, so right? I'm gonna take a guess that Delibird is flying ice, and I can hit it with electricity and mess it up real good. So I'm gonna send out Zumi, and hopefully that works out. Oh, well, that was the present that hurts. I'm gonna do the tail whip. I'm gonna get this Delibird's defense stat down so I can hit it with the nuzzle. I got the 1 in 5 chance of actually healing instead of hurting. Lol. Present is such a meme move. Alright. Bro outspeeds me. Zumi dodge though. See, now that's how we damage. That is how we damage. Now, if it seems like I'm good at Pokemon games, I'm competent at them. Actually, no, fuck that. I'm good at Pokemon games. I'm just not like VGC good. I've learned the hard way. I've gotten humbled on Pokemon Champions. Ain't gonna stop me from playing it though. Ooh, Oz is evolving. Nice. Here we go, baby. Bird evolves into bigger bird. Smart enough to use tools and battle, these Pokemon have been seen picking up rocks and flinging them, or using ropes to wrap up enemies. Oh wow. Fight me, man. I misspoke on my Discord. I said the routes mainly have new Pokemon and the wild area has old Pokemon, but no, there's like Vulpix and Skunky on this route, so I guess not. Alright, so Sizzlipede is that's a fire type. Oz has still got pure flying, so don't have to worry about like fire. I'm gonna do Hone Claws. I want to get my attack and accuracy raised one stage. And, man, we got hit with the burn cheese, dude. What is this? The burn hacks. Alright, we'll just use Pluck. We're gonna pluck whatever it's holding. If it's got a berry, we're gonna nom it. The game had to think for a second there. I don't think Sword and Shield have any sort of like Nintendo Switch 2 enhancement mode. So we're running at like 30 or 60 or whatever the target frame rate is. The only problem is if you play it in handheld mode, it's going to be going out at like 720p, which is gross. There's Dottler. I'm thinking of maybe grabbing one of these dudes and putting them on my team. Does anyone else think Dottler kind of looks like Dr. Eggman from Sonic, or is it just me? Am I just the dumb one here? I mean, you look at the eyes and you look at the little, like, whiskers it has. It's freaking Eggman, dude. And it's, like, orbular in shape, like an egg. It's like a little Eggman minion. Like, I could totally see Dottler being like a Badnik in Sonic or something, dude. Totally happens. Question though, where is Blipbug? Where do we find Blipbug? Oh, I've completely missed where it's at. It's actually in Wedgehurst. I want to go get it because I tend to not use bug types because I always like put them aside as like, oh, their base stats are low. They're usually shit. I try to avoid using them, but dude, when I was playing through Pokemon Shining Pearl, even though I power leveled the team, I had a Kricketune on my team. That Kricketune, like, pulled out a W when I was going up against Cynthia, because Cynthia was starting to sweep me at one point. Not gonna lie, just getting a little worried there. I'm like, oh frick, Cynthia's gonna like stomp my power leveled team that I'm like 20 levels above. That's one thing I like about Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. It's the one thing I'll give Ilka is they changed the final stretch of the game. In the DS versions of the game, you could power level over Cynthia and just steamroll her. I literally steamrolled her over a non-competitive team of like just my favorites in the starter, and they all have all attacking moves, and I wasn't using any strategy. I just brute force, and I could get through the Elite Four no problem. Both in Diamond and Pearl and in Platinum in Japanese, and I can't read Japanese at all. That's how piss easy original Diamond and Pearl is, by the way. And then here comes Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and they're like, oh, let's just give the Elite Four competitive teams for no fucking reason. And make Cynthia a goddamn menace. Yeah. That's fun. I like that. I don't like that at all. It's actually very stressful. If I wanted to play Pokemon, a competitive Pokemon, I'd play Pokemon Champions. If I'm playing an RPG, I just want to, like, I wouldn't mind being challenged a little bit, but, like, it feels like a ROM hack in terms of difficulty spike. That's what I mean. It's kind of nuts. I think the only thing that appears in this route is Roly-Poly, right? Now, I did discover this. If you swap out your Pokemon, swapping still gives a boost to experience gain. It's like the Pokemon that takes part in battle gets the most amount of experience points, and then like the rest of the squad gets like a percentage. I don't think it's 50%, I think it's like 20 or 30%. So if you're trying to level something up, the swap method does work. Bean! The reason I said I don't know if the squad I have is going to be the squad I'm going to get to at endgame is because it's kind of lopsided. I'm very limited to like what Pokemon are available at the moment. Because I don't really like this team. I don't like the way it's set up. I feel like the synergy is not there at all. I mean, we got this normal type here. Normal type's pretty good coverage. But its main attacking move is Spit Up and Swallow, so that requires it to be able to take a couple hits before it can like get an attack off. And then if they don't outspeed, then you're cooked. I know what Zumi is. I feel confident with Boltoon. I've ran Boltoon before. Boltoon is a beast, dude. Thievul, I'm a little bit iffy on. Choodle. What's evolved into? It's a snapping turtle. Forget its name. He's okay. Pretty darn tanky. Really tanky. He's like a beast. Gossifleur is the only one I'm unsure of. So it's like Cheeky and Clover are the only ones I'm like, I don't know. I might want to drop in these two, but like, I know Corvic Knight. Corvic Knight's a beast. This thing's evolution's a beast. I'm unsure about Thievul, and Zumi is just awesome. So, I guess I'd take after Canary. When to stick with the electric types. We have a pop-up Pokemon Center service. Into the caves. I forget how awesome this game's music is. It's one of the good parts of this game. That's Masuda cooked with the music. I just wish the caves and side areas were more labyrinth-like and less, what would the word be? Less, like, on rails. Like, the region of Galar feels more like a theme park than, like, an actual region. And that's kind of been a problem ever since Pokemon Black and White, which is why I always say Black and White were, like, not very good games, even though, like, the story of the games were amazing. I played Black and Black 2. The stories were great. If you could just marry the story of Black and Black 2 with, like, the sense of exploration and side areas from Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, then that would be my ideal Pokemon game, which is kind of why I got excited when I saw that Scarlet and Violet did the whole open world thing. Because I'm like, oh, it's open world, which means there will probably be, like, many little side areas that you don't need to go to at all, but will be like, oh, that's a neat little area, or, oh, there's a rare Pokemon here, or there's a cool little item you can find or something, right? But that didn't happen. It gave us basically like one very large, wide, and open route where Pokemon spawn, and that's the only reason. What was the point of coming up here? Oh, there's a TM. Can we just make TMs renewable again, please? I mean, the non-renewable TMs from Scarlet and Violet don't bug me too much because it's very easy to get the items needed to make the thing in the first place, but it's still annoying to have to go through that shit. I haven't streamed in like 6 days. I didn't think it was that damn long, though. That's the crazy part. I'm looking at like the last time I streamed was that time I got raided by Final Fire. In a good way. Like, a good raid, not a bad raid. And that was actually 6 days ago. I'm like, wow, that was actually 6 days ago? Wow, dude, it's been that long. Didn't think I took that long of a break. But apparently I did. And I'm still having the fatigue problems. It's like one of the days I was like, yeah, I took a couple days break from streaming. I want to stream again. But I'm like, goddamn, I'm tired. So I'm just gonna sleep. I did bad too. Like last night, I just decided to stay up. I'm like, I'll just go to bed when I feel like going to bed, and then I didn't go to bed till like 5:45 in the morning. Then I slept till like 3 p.m. By the time I woke up and ate something, it was 4 o'clock. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna eat dinner. I'm just gonna eat like whatever, and then I'm not gonna bother. It's already 10 o'clock now. I've had the 4 sodas I drink in a day. I'm gonna cut that down to 2, honestly. That's a little too much. I get a big old cup of... Well, it had ice in it. It was just water. Now it's just really cold water. And the cup doesn't have any ants in it, which is great. Because that was fun. That's when you take a swig of your drink and like, oh, there's an ant in there. Ew. Gross. That's the problem with it getting warm, is ants. When it gets cold, there's mice. When it gets warm, there's ants. And I don't live in a pigsty. It's just, you live in the woods. It happens. If I lived in a pigsty, there'd be a cockroach somewhere. The worst I saw was a fucking millipede. Or a centipede. I get them mixed up. It was a centipede. It was a house centipede. And I don't know if anyone's ever encountered a house centipede before. If you don't like spiders, don't look up what a house centipede is. It's basically like a spider on crack. It doesn't like make any webs, but it's like really, it's got lanky ass legs. Like very, very lanky legs. And it's got many little lanky legs. Like a spider. So it's like a spider with many legs. And dude, I just... I woke up at like fucking sometime in the middle of the night. Like I went to bed at 2. I woke up an hour later. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm standing there, I'm taking care of my business, and I noticed something quickly move in the corner of my eye. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I'm half asleep, so I'm not able to fully process what I'm seeing. I just saw that something was rather sizable, and it moved quickly, and I'm like, I'm going to investigate what that was, because I'm going to kill it. I'm going to destroy it. It is an invader. It does not belong in here. I'm going to kill it. And I pull the fucking shower curtain back, and it's looking dead at me. I'm like, oh, you are dead. You are so dead. I grab the motherfucking flip-flop that's right next to the bathtub, and like 3 o'clock in the morning, wham! I'm like, you're just dead. I'm sorry. I don't care if they eat spiders. I don't care if they eat ants. I don't care if they're beneficial for the environment. They're in my house. They're an invader. They die. If you want to live with spiders and millipedes and house centipedes, go ahead. You do you. I don't care if it's a mouse. I don't care if it's a spider. I don't care if it's a snake. I'ma kill it. It's gonna die. Castle doctrine, motherfucker. Get out of my house. Damn pests. I have had... It's not the first time I've run into like a millipede or a centipede. There was like a time where there was something weird on the ceiling inside the house. And of course I'm like, I'm gonna poke it with a really long stick because it's kind of curled up. It looks weird. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I poke it, it falls down, it's a fucking millipede. Nope, that dies. I get the biggest fucking shoe I can find and just stomp the fuck out of it until it's paste on the floor. I don't care, it dies, dude, no. Absolutely fucking not. I'm such a little pussy girl when it comes to fucking creepy crawlies. I'm like, no, I don't like them, get them away from me. Maybe that's why I don't use bug Pokemon. Earlier this week, I got, like, someone that claims to be, like, a fucking gamer was giving me shit for playing, all you do is play Pokemon games. I'm like, okay, and this dude is, like, basically trying to rage bait Pokemon fans because he was, what was he shitting on? I think it was, like, talking shit about Pokemon Pokopia is what it was. You know, the comfy fucking Pokemon answer to Animal Crossing, and I've played the game, and I've enjoyed it. And I can't even remember what the conversation is, because shit like this does not live free in my fucking head. I said something to him, and I wasn't, like, aggressive in any way, shape, or form. I wasn't giving any sort of indication that I was upset. And this dude's like, lol, they're so mad. Lol, you're mad. Lol, you're mad. I'm like, bro, you're not fucking mad, bro. Here, I'm actually gonna pull it up because this is so stupid. What's really funny is this dude didn't even block me. I was fully expecting them to block me. They didn't. I'm like, okay, you're just trying to engagement farm or some shit. They didn't have a check mark. If they had a check mark, I would have just blocked them. I said, nah, fuck yourself, because I don't interact with check marks if they try to rage bait. Oh, here's something that's not related at all. Someone posted like a pick your birth month thing, and it's like your birth month is what video game character you are. and my birth month was Luigi, so I just reply, I said, "Huh, no wonder I have a disdain for executives." I was just being funny. I was not done anything. And apparently Toya is inside my head looking at all the smut because, like, she posted a comic strip or something, and, like, Starfire is sitting here with her legs apart, but, like, the angle, it looks like her left leg is her belly, and it looks like she's pregnant. I didn't even read what Toya said. I just saw the comic first, and I'm like, Starfire looks pregnant. Oh wait, that's her leg. And I look up, I'm like, she says, I thought she was pregnant first. I'm like, no way, I thought the same thing. Rah, get out of my head. And then she fucking replies, no. I'm like, alright, man, when you see an eldritch horror that you wish you didn't, I tried to warn you. Oh, yeah, and if anyone here has downloaded CPU-Z or Hardware Monitor recently, within like the past 2-3 days, uninstall it and run a full virus scanner in your system because they got compromised, which is just great. I love how I'm going through cybersecurity. Like, I haven't opened the course for cybersecurity. Today, I literally just watched Professor Messer videos while playing Pokemon or something, and I was literally listening to the video on the other screen. And I'm taking in the information because I'm not fully paying attention to Pokemon. I'm just kind of like grinding levels or catching mons or something. But I love how I'm studying cybersecurity, and it's like the more I learn about cybersecurity, the more incompetent a lot of places seem to be. Where was this reply? It's so buried, it's so long ago that it's just buried in the background. Also, Team Yellow is not an evil team. They want to be an evil team, they're not an evil team. And I'm really bad. I have like no reach. I'm shadow banned on fucking X. I refuse to pay for X Premium. I literally just... I'm a reply girl when I'm on X. I reply to people and I try to shitpost. That's all I fucking do. Because that's the whole reason this platform exists, is not for anything serious. I post Pokemon Champions is the worst game ever, doesn't have all 1,000 Pokemon, no 6v6 battles, no 100+ hour offline single-player RPG mode, no visual novel scenes where I can romance my Gardevoir, can't explore Frontier City freely in an open world setting, negative 69 out of 10. Like the first two things are like legitimate complaints, and then like the 100+ hour offline single player RPG mode, I was just taking the shit. And then of course, if it's not obvious that I'm joking, when I said no visual novel scenes where I can romance my Gardevoir, that should be like I'm literally shitting on people that are shitting on Pokemon Champions, because it's just not for them. They thought it was gonna be like Pokemon Stadium or something, but it's actually like just basically the VGC app. And you know, whatever, right? Bro, this post I'm trying to find is actually really fucking old. And of course, someone like replies to Pokemon that they've completed the Pokedex in Fire Red and Leaf Green, like the national Pokedex, mind you, which is impossible. You cannot finish the national Pokedex between Fire Red and Leaf Green. You have to have Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald. So I reply with just a GIF of Dr. Hax. If you don't know who the fuck Dr. Hax is, he's a character from like Elliot Goes to Skull, which is made by Kitty 0706. The late Kitty 0706. He died of leukemia, unfortunately. By the way, hashtag fuck leukemia. But it's just like the guy from City 17, and he has like a really big bobblehead, and he just goes Hax, and he just throws a fucking CRT monitor at you. That's the funny meme. I cannot find this fucking shit, dude. I literally cannot, because it happened like a week or two ago. Because most of my feed is just like, I'm literally just replying to people. If I reply to people, I get more coverage. If I just post something, I don't get any coverage. And of course, I retweet the Gajinka of freaking Tinkaton, because I love me some Tinkaton. Best girl. Tinkaton smash or pass? The answer is smashed with an ED, as in I would get smashed by Tinkaton with the giant fucking hammer. I think I'm getting close to the post I'm talking about, because I remember I was like retweeting a bunch of Mario Galaxy stuff. There we go. So like, one guy was talking, I think it was Pirate Nation or something, that talked about the amount of sales that Pokemon Pokopia got. It's absolutely fucking insane, by the way. Pokopia sold a fuck ton of units. It's literally saved the Switch 2 at this point. And this one guy said, like, lots of kids play Animal Crossing, and by kids, I mean adults that never grew out of Pokemon. And I'm like, you seem to be speaking from experience, little bro. Like, at that point, I'm just gonna fucking rage bait this guy. Oh, maybe they actually finally did block me, because I don't... Yeah. Oh, they deleted it. Fuck, dude. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. So there's this one bro... I think they deleted their account. Did they delete their account? Can I see who replied? I can't even see who replied. I can't see who replied because I think they blocked me. What a loser. Bro was so adamant about me being a Pokemon fan. Yeah. This other guy that I dunked on, I think he was third partying. I don't think he was after me. Now he replies to me, he's like, all Switch area Pokemon games are mid or bad, but I hope that Wind and Waves might be good because Game Freak is spending time on it. I mean, I hope so too, man. I hope so too, dude. I've got it on my fucking Discord. I'm not gonna look for it. Basically, this person just basically said a bunch of shit about Pokemon Pokopia, and I said, no, BDSP wasn't great, but it's good. PLA was peak. No, Legends Arceus was peak. PLZA was good, but the DLC was grindy. I went into Pokopia with very low expectations. Next thing I know, I played it for almost 100 hours. Don't say a game is shit if you don't like it. I was just basically saying, like, don't shit on the game if you just don't like it. Just be like, it's not for me. Right? It's not for me. It's not a bad game. It's just not for me. I don't like it. And then I post my Nintendo Switch app that shows, like, your top 10 most recent played games. It's like Mario Kart World 60 hours, Pokemon Home 3 hours, Pokemon Pokopia for 95 hours, Mario Galaxy for 8 hours, Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition, played 2 days ago, Shining Pearl, and Pokemon Violet. And then this dude's like, oh yeah, of course this guy is a Pokemon fan, he only plays Pokemon. I'm like, I only play Pokemon? Motherfucker, did you read the games on the list? There was Pokemon and there was Mario, because this is what I happened to be playing at the time. And then, like, I say the only thing you play is Pokemon, wrong. Look at that image again. And then I just post, like, all the games I currently have installed on my Switch. And the images were just, like, Animal Crossing, Anton Blast, literally just fucking this. Like, I go through there, like, hey, here's all the games I have installed on my Switch right now. All these. Okay, how many of these are Pokemon games? Let's count. We're not going to count Pokemon Home because it's not a game, that's an app. Let's see. 1, 2... 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. How many games are on here total? Not counting Pokemon Home because that's a fucking app. And yes, I am going to count the retro games. So we got, like, what, a 6 in a row. So 6 is 12. There's 24. There's 30. It would be 34, but we're taking off for Pokemon Home. So it's 33 games. It's like a fucking what? 5 out of 30 games. It's Pokemon. Okay, bro, cool. I can't even. You used to be able to see who replied to you. Yeah, that's why I said I started rage baiting this one guy, because it's this third party says I see 60% Pokemon, 25% Mario, and 15% Sonic. Pokemon nerd detected. I said, you're just mad you can't enjoy video games. Instead, you spend your time trying to own people in X instead of enjoying life. And then all of a sudden, this dude is like, oh, damn. I'm going to stop trying to troll you. How do you get into the replies? I wonder if I could open this up in like an incognito tab or something. You used to be able to see replies on X. What the fuck? Because that's the way I would check if someone blocked me. Is if it comes up and I can see, like, it was done by a post author. It'll usually say who I reply to. It doesn't say who the fuck I replied to anymore. That's funny. Bro, who the fucking... I hold on. Now I'm actually curious. I'm gonna go onto my Discord. Give me a sec. We're getting sidetracked, I know. Give me a break. I just want to see who the fuck this guy was. Because I remember... It's funny, dude. It's so funny. Little bro was so adamant that he was right. He was going on about... He was basically... He made a post on social media that's like... Oh my god, Pocopia sucks, and I call him out, and they're like, well, you know, I called him out and said, at one point I said to him, like, why don't you just, like, show me what games you played? Like, your feed is literally nothing but, like, replies. There's no screenshots of games you've played. There's no game clips of, like, awesome game moments of when you pwned some noob online. Like, no Fortnite clip, nothing. And bro's like, I don't spend a lot of time on X. I'm like, yeah, bullshit. Then why did you even reply to this? Like, why have you just not deleted your X account? Like, literally, dude. I've actually got a screenshot. I just want to see if the account still exists. I think he might have deleted it. I think bro might have gotten bleeds to the point that he fucking just deleted everything. I'm not gonna name the names of the person. I just got the @ handle. It's not a text file, so I have to actually, like... Oh, I spelled the name wrong. Did they block me? They didn't block... No, they have blocked me. Ah, they blocked me! Ah, you're a fucking loser. So, this motherfucker... turns around. I guess they decided that they blocked me. So, like, after this individual, I'm not going to name them. I don't want to give them attention, because that's what they want. After this individual turned around and went on Poketopia and started, like, saying Pokepopia's bad, they're like, it's so beyond easy to defend and annoy Pokemon fanboys. They'll buy anything with the name Pokemon on it. For practice to prove me wrong. Why do I care less about Pokemon? It has been a good game since the Game Boy era facts. Okay, cool. And then what's funny is, like, someone blocks them for being a... like an insufferable asshole, and you're like, imagine being like this person could never be me. This Zoomer generation really is a bunch of snowflake cryberry pussies. You can say pussy on Twitter, dude. It's okay. I'm sorry, there just are blocks me over an opinion. I didn't even block you. I'm gonna block this motherfucker so he can't go through my tweets. Hot take, they need to stop with the anime stuff. How many anime shit have they adopted to this game? Makes me glad I stopped playing this game long ago. Oh, something about Fortnite. Right. And literally their entire shit is just like, I'm a real gamer. Switch 1, Switch 2, PS4, PS5. I play a lot of games. I'm like... I go to their post. I'm like... Any screenshots of games they play? No? Okay, there's a couple. There's like, okay, there's like one screenshot of the title screen. But most of their posts are just like, here's an anime avatar. Like, is it Sayori from fucking Doki Doki Literature Club? Whoever the hell the pink-haired chick was. It was either Sayori or her younger sister. What's funny is they didn't block me right away. Now they block me. But what's fucking hilarious is they got, like, super fucking mad. Because I was literally, like, occasionally checking the fucking thread. I wasn't checking it obsessively. I might have deleted it. I didn't even take a picture of the fucking, like, shit. Yeah, I didn't take a picture of it. Because I just didn't care. I straight up just did not care. I'm like, I'll just say my piece. You're being an asshole. Okay, cool, whatever. Bye, block me, fucker. Oh no, I'm sorry. This was the rage. So, this dude turned around and they're like, bro, I'm fucking like better than you because of stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, it's further up. There we are, we found it. So like, I replied to them right away because they're just being silly. The original post that I replied to was like BDSP wasn't good, but wasn't great but good. The person said, fourth one doesn't count because let's be real, anything with the name Pokemon on these Pokemon fanboys will buy, even if it's a piece of shit. Had Pokemon name on it, they'd buy it up. 3, they ripped Minecraft off it. Okay, cool. And then I'm like, the only thing I play is Pokemon. I'm like, bruh. There's other games than Pokemon on there. And then just move the game posts. So I eventually, I sit on it for a little bit. I let them get the reply, and I wait a couple hours. Because I think the post time, what was the post time that I had? Oh, I've cropped it so I can't see what the fucking time the post was. It was like 10:30. And then it's like 45 minutes later, I go in and I hit him with, they're like, lol, I'm a real gamer. I game on PS5, Switch 1, Switch 2. Last game I completed was Resident Evil Requiem. I'm into all kinds of games, including visual novels. My point was you spend more time on Pokemon than anything else. Hasn't been a great Pokemon game since Game Boy era. Like, 1, that's your opinion, bro. 2, you're a gamer, bro. Why are you shitting on people and what games they play? Who gives a shit? If I want to play Barbie's Magical Pony Princess Land, I'll do that too. Fuck off, bro. And I go and reply, I hit him with the, this is apparently what warranted a block from this fucker. It's like, I tell him, you're a real gamer, huh? As far as your X profile is concerned, you seem to spend more time replying to random X posts to get attention to try to gain followers, because I don't see any cool screenshots or video clips of all the games you claim to play, Mr. quote-unquote real gamer, and I do like a laughing emoji face. And then this like sets them the fuck off, and it is so funny. Here, let me find the post so they crash out. And then they have turned around and deleted these fucking posts because they realize that I just owned them so hard. Like, if someone deletes their post and then blocks you, you have fucking owned them so hard that they're so mad. I literally didn't even think about bro. Bro literally then replies later on. And I guess they give me like a week to fucking see their little shit-ass piss baby post. After I hit him with that post saying, like, you know, let me see what fucking games you played, Mr. Real Gamer. He goes, LOL, that's cause I'm hardly ever on this app. I'm like, you, social media isn't my life. If X went down for 5 minutes, you would have a mental breakdown. It's just facts. How mad and soft you're this mad and offended by a post. FK me, there's no hope for this generation. 1, I'm not a Zoomer like you. 2, I'm not mad. I just don't give a fuck. I'm just calling you out on your bullshit. Number 3, you're the one that's mad. And he says, you only have to say one word in this generation of today is that damn soft, it's laughable. I don't post screenshots because, as I've just said, I do not give a fuck about this site. If I'm here to gain followers, I'd be kissing every game's ass. Brother, why do you have an X account then? If delete your X account. Delete your X account. See, I would love to just copy these images and just post them and be like, oh, this motherfucker not only deleted their post because I owned them so bad, but then they blocked me, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to be that petty. I got what I wanted out of them. They hit me with the, oh, lol, you're a Pokemon fan. You play Pokemon games. You're not a real gamer. You don't play fucking Call of Duty, Fortnite, Arc Raiders. Insert fucking, like, AAA slop here. I'm like, yeah, I play the games I like to play. Whatever. I play Minecraft, too. And I stopped playing Minecraft because I play Hytale. Bro tries to bait me. It's so fucking funny. And what's hilarious is they like visual novels. It's obviously like, they like Sayori. They like Doki Doki Literature Club. Bro is like a sad little angry man. Like, honest to God, bro, like this motherfucker, I hope for their own health, I hope they get off of social media. I honestly do. I hope they take a good long break. They just disconnect from the internet, stop looking at TikTok, stop looking at YouTube. Go get their PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4. Their Switch 2. Go play some fucking Mario Karts. Play Sonic Racing's Cross World. Go play that. That's a great game. It's a fun. Play that game. It's fun. Maybe go play an RPG. Maybe go play a visual novel. Like, go play Blue Archive. Go play. That's not a visual novel. Go play, Steins Gate. Go play that. Instead of, like, getting mad at me online. And the sad part is, like, bro instead wants to pick a fight with me and, like, own himself. Instead of being like, all you play is Pokemon, he could have been like, okay, I see you playing Pokemon and Mario, what, do you play any other games or you just play Pokemon? And then I would have been like, recently I've been playing Hytale. It's like Minecraft, but it's like an action RPG and it's fun. I've been playing Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I'd be down to race you one day. In fact, since you're so good, let's see if you beat who at Sonic Racing. Come on. Why don't we settle it in Smash? But bro just wants to be a little piss baby and be like, oh. This is why I don't post anything serious on X anymore. I'll post like my bad take and then I'll fucking like quote one thing, take my bad take, and I'll reply to people. I'll be a reply girl. That's the most I'll fucking do on X. I'm only on X when I'm at work. I can't play a game, but I have like 1 or 2 minutes of downtime. Because my job sucks and I'm bored and I got nothing else to do. I'll just literally scroll through X to find things to fucking, like, troll over. Or, like, I don't troll the time. Like, most of the time I'll be like, oh, no, this is cool. Oh, no, this sucks. My most recent escapade was the, what was it, the Reddit mod guy, who turned out to be ex-military and had, like, some sort of mental problem. I thought I was gonna get suspended for this shit, too. I literally said, like, if this dude was at my house, fucking up my shit, I would have answered my door with a fucking cocked and loaded shotgun. And then I would have first called the police to tell him where the fuck he's at. Then it answered the door with a fucking loaded shotgun, probably blow him the fuck away, and then when the cops come with a dead body, I would have been like, castle doctrine. That's what I said. It's literally what I said. I don't own a gun, by the way. I'm just talking shit. The crazy thing is, like, I saw the follow-up video to the crazy Reddit mod. The guy actually did get into this dude's house. Brother, no, don't do that. This is in America. You're so glad you didn't die. Here's the thing, right? I don't know. There's like a lot of people here that are like, I got some people that are in Europe, they don't understand. In the United States of America, and a lot of states in the United States of America, there is something called the castle doctrine. Basically, your house is legally considered your castle, and if an uninvited guest enters your house and you feel like your life is in danger, you are in like full legal rights to fucking defend your castle in any way necessary. Now, it depends on the state. There's some states that are like, you have to meet the level of violence based on the level of violence you get. So if the person that's invaded your house has a knife, you can't pull a gun on them and blow them away. You actually have to use like another blunt weapon or a knife. But if they have brandished a gun, then you are able to pull your gun out and blow them away. But in my honest opinion, the criminals don't fucking care. Someone's in my house. They're not there. I don't know who the fuck they are. No, motherfucker, I'm pulling out a gun. You're getting out of my house one way or another. You're either going to voluntarily leave, or you're leaving in a body bag. Let the police come. They can take my current firearm. I'll have 2 more. That's why you always have a backup. That's why people have multiple guns. Because, of course, the police will confiscate the one firearm you used to commit the act to defend yourself, and then he might have a friend that knew about it, and you fucking whacked them, so now they're gonna come at you with guns. So that's why you have a backup. These are all things you learn. You either learn the hard way, or you learn by lurking on /random from, like, people going through the experience. I didn't mean to shake it more. Alright, good, stop. It's shaking rapidly. Lucky a fat squirrel didn't fall on my head there. I forget this game does the thud when you walk into stuff. The entire story is kind of fucked up, though. Like, I think the guy was having some sort of, like, psychoactive episode. He honestly thought he was some other character, and he honestly thought there was a little girl being held in the house against her will, and she's getting, like, how do I say this on Twitch? She was getting taken advantage of in a sexual way. Like, that's what this guy thought. This guy thought he was, like, being the main hero of an anime or some shit. Like how you believe the sky is blue. That was his reality. He was having a psychoactive episode. That's not normal. So, the guy has been charged with multiple felonies because he broke into somebody's fucking house, for God's sake. Threatened somebody's life. You don't do that. I hope the person gets institutionalized and gets the help that he needs, because what's really bizarre is, in the follow-up video where you see the guy break into this dude's house, he's going on saying he's gonna do, like, unalive this guy over and over. And then, the guy literally is holding up a fucking snow shovel. He's out, there's some sort of scuffle. I think he's whacked him with the snow shovel to get him on the ground. And then, I ain't dealing with confusion hacks, fuck that. Eventually he says, like, answer me this, are you ex-military? And then he says, yes, thank you for asking. And then the moment he asks the guy's ex-military or some shit, the guy's demeanor goes from psycho mode to, like, oh my god, what am I doing? Like, he just snaps out of it. And he starts breaking the fuck down. And then the guy that was holding the shovel, that's, you know, the homeowner, who was gonna hit him with the shuttle, says, I understand what you're going through. Let's go outside. We need to go outside. And of course the cops come up and arrest him. But, like, this is fucked, dude. One of the last videos I watched, I was scrolling through. It's a bad habit to scroll through X before you go to bed, but whatever. I'm scrolling through X, and I'm sitting here and I'm watching this 14-minute long video of, like, this is in Las Vegas. I will never go to Vegas. I'm staying the fuck away from Vegas. People there are insane. They're crazy. No, I don't feel like being a statistic. Okay? This lady lives in Vegas. Bless her fucking heart. This woman cuts one person off and then cuts this lady off. You know, the protagonist of our story. And, she does the whole, you know, trash talk bullshit that people do when they cut you off in traffic and they want to tell you off and threaten you, whatever. She stays in her car. She doesn't get out of her car. You never get out of your car in a confrontation like that. That is how, that is how you wind up not being alive anymore. Like, this is kind of something that's been happening after the pandemic. There's been an increase in road rage, and there's also been an increase in violence. Like, I get hot behind the wheel, because in my area, people here drive like they have absolutely zero fucking sense. And, I get a little mad. There's times I've, like, driven by and I've flipped people off when they do something really dumb, and I need to not fucking do that, because it's just... You don't do that! You don't do that. There's literally no reason to do that. Right? So I'm trying to work on that. Because there are people that have cut someone off in traffic and, like, some dude will jump out of his car and try to get you to completely stop. And they have a firearm and they're going to kill you. And, well, that's fucking scary. This is another video. It's a completely different video I'm referencing. There's like a couple that was driving in a car. The car in front of them is driving like stupid. They're on like a turn, like an on-ramp onto a highway, and the car suddenly fucking stops. Like, you know, you got in an accident or some shit. And then the driver notices one of the dudes hopping out of the car has a loaded fucking gun. Dude, just split-second reaction, floors it, manages to somehow dodge the car. He actually hits the guy. This would be considered vehicular manslaughter, but in this, because he has a dash cam and because you can see on the dash cam the guy had a gun, the guy didn't get charged for vehicular manslaughter because, like, oh yeah, sure, this is vehicular manslaughter, but in this situation, the person who is the victim of vehicular manslaughter literally pulled a gun on the guy. So this was my life is in danger. I am legally allowed to do everything in my power to not be a statistic. So back to the Vegas story of this video I saw last night. Crazy lady cuts this woman off. She starts like flying, like running her mouth and all this crap. The lady that has the dash cam is not saying anything. Or no, she exchanges a few choice words back. Typically, fuck you, I'm driving here, whatever the fuck. Next thing you know, this fucking maniac that cut her off brandishes a gun, pointed at our protagonist of the story. The protagonist just sits her car there idling, thinking she's just gonna drive off. She doesn't. She drives toward a bit, stops, turns the car around, illegal U-turn. She is going to do something very illegal. And for like 10 fucking minutes in this video, this woman is running multiple red lights because there's literally a maniac with an armed gun. She fucking contacts the police. She's got the police on speakerphone, and she's like stressing out because she could very well not make it home that day. And the cop on dispatch is trying to route her wherever. Eventually, the maniac behind her realizes she's driving and leading her to the police station, and she fucks off. Unfortunately, they never found the woman. They found the vehicle. The vehicle had temporary tags, and in fucking Las Vegas, apparently there's like just gangs or criminal organizations that will just hook you up with these fake DMV tags. So these maniacs will drive around with fake DMV tags and break the law and shit because they know, well, the cops can't do shit because they'll trace the tag to like something that doesn't exist. I'm like, well, that fucking sucks. The only good news is, like, she got, like, the protagonist of the story got a clear shot of the maniac's face, so they have her face. She turned it into the police, so hopefully they find this woman and get her off the fucking road. Talon says it sucks that these news stories fail to carry nuance like that. Yeah, that's news for you. News is always gonna spin things in a certain way. Criminal organizations like the Bloods and the... Yeah, I don't know. Those two gangs are from California, I think. I don't know what criminal organizations are in Las Vegas, Nevada that are doing the fake paper temporary TMV tags. My question is, how the fuck are vehicles being driven around Las Vegas, Nevada with fake tags and not one of them's being pulled over and then the driver being like apprehended for driving with an elite with a tag that doesn't exist, and then they just grab the vehicle's VIN number? Though, you know, if they go out of the way to get a fake tag, they probably have gone out of the way to change the vehicle's VIN number too. It's funny how the law only like, it seems to like protect criminals more than like law-abiding citizens. Bullshit. But yeah, people have lost their fucking mind post-COVID. There's been more and more cases of like people getting unalived from like confrontations on the frickin' road. It's insane. When I was not a little kid, when I was like in middle school, high school, I'm like, I want to move to a big city, right? And we would occasionally, like, we have a timeshare in Virginia Beach, so we'd like part-time live in Virginia Beach. And I have seen Virginia Beach go to shit after the pandemic. Like, it's gotten worse and worse and worse every year. There didn't used to be street cameras everywhere. Like, you'd have like the cameras that would be up the street lights to nail people that run red lights. But it's like every single fucking street corner of Virginia Beach now on the ocean front has security cameras everywhere. You walk up and down the boardwalk, they got these big ass towers. It looks like, at first, it looks like it's for like seagulls or birds to make bird nests. No, it's not. It's literally an array of security cameras that have 360 view of the boardwalk. You have motherfucking homeless people sleeping on the benches in broad daylight. You have people that look at you funky. You know things have gotten bad when the police of the city of Virginia... I don't live in Virginia Beach, by the way, but the police of the city of Virginia Beach have a police station. It's not like a full station, it's like a satellite police station, but they have a satellite police station in the same block where all the fucking tourist trap bars are. And then, like, one block directly behind it, there is another police station that's next to a fucking 7-Eleven. I'm like, yeah, no, that's... Nah. I think I'd rather move away from people instead of moving toward people. You know? I'd rather move to, like, a state that has the lowest population of people per capita. Like, you know, Wisconsin... Montana. I was gonna say Colorado, but probably not Colorado, because Colorado is just basically like the Midwest's fucking California, so I'm gonna stay away from that shit. And I'd rather live in a place that's like foothills or mountains so I don't have to worry about tornadoes. Otherwise, I would be okay with moving into like Kansas or something, because there ain't no people there. You can't get any more remote than Kansas. But, you know, the entire state feels like a level of the back rooms. And then occasionally the sky tries to kill you. So there's also that. No, thank you. I'm good. I like living in the area where I live because I like the fact that if I drive down a road, there's variance. You've got hills, you've got turns, you've got clearings, and you've got forests. There's visual stimulation. That's a fucking Eevee ASMR in my ear, Jesus Christ. But hello, Talon. How's life been, dude? Hope life's been good. What's that sound? Or is it... there's a cheap... Ow. I'm gonna need to see your license and registration for that sheep, please. His name's Milo. Milo. Milo the country bumpkin. Oh, there's an item. There's an item over here that I did not see. An X accuracy. Dude, that fucking guitar opening. The music in this game. I love the music in this game so fucking much. It's the best part of Sword and Shield is the music. They cooked with the music. They really were trying... they were leaning into, like, that British punk theme with the music. There's also a handful of Beatle references, too. Because it's based in Britain, why not? This fucking guitar intro. I just fucking love it, dude. It's so cool. And they're doing that thing they do with Nintendo games where they just are reusing the melody. Because if I go to this area and we listen to the music, it's a bit of a stretch, but you have to listen to the melody that plays. is the same freaking, it's not called melody, what the hell it is called. Like, parts of this song are reused. And then, of course, Route 1's music is this. And then if I go back to the city I just flew out from, the melody's the same. There's so much interesting lore in Galar, and then the problem is the entire game feels like a theme park, though. It doesn't feel like a world that has lore in it. It's just spoken about. It's something that's not explained is what we're going to come up to right here. Man, I hope this tooth doesn't get worse before I can get to a dentist and get it looked at. So this geoglyph, it looks like it's Dynamax. This whole thing is like a reference to the Darkest Day. The freaking creature in the background, look at its tail. That's actually Toxapex. Not Toxapex, whatever Toxapex evolves into, the guitar and bass Pokemon. That's what it is. And they went out of their way to like build all this lore about the Galar region, and it's just like set dressing. It's never really like brought up until it's time to fight the legendary Pokemon. Then it's like in your face. That's why I'm excited at the idea of there being a Pokemon Legends Galar, because we'll actually see like the Darkest Day. From what I understand, Pokemon Legends Galar, the plan for the story was, we're gonna see the climax of that game will be the Darkest Day. The setting's gonna be Ancient Galar, where they're gonna run into Dynamax Pokemon. The very first giant Pokeball to catch Dynamax Pokemon will be made, and we'll probably actually see like all this stuff about the Dynamax and whatnot. I gotta go to the bathroom because I drank all this damn water. I'll be right back. Then we're gonna take on the gym leader. That's not the mute button for the microphone. Can I not scroll over and mute my microphone now? Oh, there we go. There's the button. Alright. That's what happens when you drink a lot of water. I'm actually interested to see what's going to happen when they add another gimmick into Pokemon Champions. Because you got to remember the Omni Ring that you have right now just does Mega Evolution. But I think it's going to do all the gimmicks. It's going to do Mega Evolution. It's going to do Dynamax. It's going to do Z moves, and it's going to do Terrestrialization. I've seen, like, some ROM hacks, especially GBA ROM hacks, do Dynamax and Mega Evolution. And usually what happens is it's one or the other. You can only pop one gimmick per battle. I think in Sun and Moon you could do both a single Z move or Mega Evolution in a battle. You could do like both. You'd have one Z move and you'd have the Mega Evolution. And then that was it. Anyone else think that gems look like UFOs? They look like UFOs, dude. Maybe this gem's supposed to look like a giant Pharaoh seed. And that was a steel grass type, I think. Alright, time to take inventory on our inventory. We just have potions. We got 9. I want to get back up to 24. I basically want to have enough potions to heal my party twice. You know, like... Actually, it's more, it would be 12 for our twice. Alright, so you gotta do a gym mission, and then you fight the thing. The gym missions are basically like the Alola trials, and then you have a gym fight afterwards. Yes, I didn't go with 69 this time, I went with 67. Because why not? I could have went with 607. Alright, so we got these Wooloo and we have to go hurt them. We have to hurt sheep. That's the goal. So we have to act as the herd of the Yamper, the sheepdog. Speaking of Yamper, there's a Yamper over there that's gonna scare our sheep away. So we gotta just herd him away from the Yamper. Oh, and we got a trainer. Gym Trainer Samuel with the big old glasses. Oh yeah, this is always a big complaint about this game, was like how battles will just be in voids. That's always a bit of a letdown, even though this void is themed. Speed! I'm just gonna spam Pluck because it's the super effective move. That's probably what's gonna get me through the game. The question is, who do I Dynamax? And when do I Dynamax? I think this Yamper runs laps. The dumb trick is just to have the Wooloo just hug the wall. That usually works. And of course, we got 2 Yampers this time. Let's have him hug the rightmost wall. Wait for the Yamper cycle to go back around. Now we can go back and fight the trainers if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Man, that's some green water, dude. Ew. Dude, imagine if, like, one of the future Pokemon games, you had to play the game, Ninja Warrior. You had to do, like, a Ninja Warrior course. Dude, I don't know if anyone even remembers Ninja Warrior. It was not a game show, but like a competition or something. It was like the precursor to I forget what the fuck another show is. God damn it. Ninja Warrior was like an obstacle course kind of thing, and it was a massive test of strength. And you'd see all these different people try. 1 or 2 of them would make it. And they would get to the fucking wall. The wall is like this half pipe. It's kind of shaped like the letter C. You have to run up the side of it, grab the top of it with your hands, and pull yourself up. And most people get stuck right at the fucking wall. And you have a time limit too, so like you have to get through it in time, or it's no good. All right, we're not gonna pop the thing. It's really annoying. The only places you can Dynamax in this game are at gyms and at the Battle Tower. Those are the only places. Because, like, the lore behind the stuff is, like, you can only Dynamax at places of power. Like, they're, like, specific spots in Galar where this power exists. So, we know how Terrasalization's gonna be in Pokemon Champions lore-wise. The Blueberry Academy was able to replicate Terrasalization phenomenon. How the fuck are we gonna do Dynamax if they're like tied to a power spot? How the fuck's that gonna work? We're just gonna make an artificial power spot? Bird up, baby. I forgot that the higher the Dynamax level is, the more the health and stat boost is. Although I think the Dynamax level just affects how much health they have when you Dynamax them. Behold, the gimmick of Sword and Shield. I, honest to God, feel like the gimmick in Sword and Shield was really more of a spectacle than, like, an actual gimmick of the game. Like, I feel like Terrasalization had more potential. Because, unlike Mega Evolution, the Terrasalization only lasts for, like, 3 fucking turns. Alright, now we got grassy terrain set up that I'm not affected by because it's a flying type. See, Mega Evolution lasts throughout the whole battle, but Dynamax only lasts for like 3 turns. So, like, Mega Evolution powers up the stats of the Pokemon. Dynamax powers up the Pokemon and also, like, swaps all the moves out with, like, just a max version of a move, and it's based off the element of the move. I don't even think the power of the move is taken into account. Like, every flying type move will be max Airstream, every dark type move will be max darkness, every normal type move will be max strike, and then like any sort of status move will just be max guard. That's all it ever is. So you have like really stupid powerful attacks for 3 turns. I never understood Dynamax at all. It always seemed like a gimmick. That was just there to look pretty. Because if you wanted to, you could just like stall out the max moves. I think you might be able to use Protect against a max move. Unless the max moves were able to go through them. I've never used Protect as a defense. Every time an NPC has used a Dynamax Pokemon against me, I would literally just like counter with my own Dynamax. Bro has giant fucking hands, holy shit. Oh yeah, the catching Pokemon up to level 25 thing, that's right. This game has a really stupid level cap for catching Pokemon. And it's just to try and make it so that you can't get like overpowered Pokemon in the wild area. Like the Onix at the very entrance is one of these Pokemon. This is also the game where Ball Guy came from. Ball Guy. One of my favorite memes of this game was the one meme where it's like, it's 3 AM and you're trying to sleep, but you live next to a Pokemon gym in the Galar region, and it's just like the gym theme being played, but it sounds really muffled. And it's like a Wodrak trying to fucking sleep. And then, like, a dude Dynamaxes their Pokemon, and you see, like, a giant fucking Pikachu in the background, and the guy's like, God damn it, I'm trying to sleep! Man, look at all those houses I can't go into in the background. They're just, like, the pathway is blocked conveniently by stones. I see a path back there. How the fuck would you... You would walk down to the gym, it looks like, and you'd walk around to get to the houses. It's a way to make the cities look like cities, even though there's only a handful of buildings. Later Pokemon games just omit interiors entirely. Like, you can't... The last Pokemon game that had interiors was Pokemon Legends Arceus. Legends ZA had a few interiors, but most of the places are just like, you walk through the door and it opens up a menu. Next gym leader is a water type. You go ahead and put Zumi up front. I'm gonna get Zumi leveled up. Yo, I'm terrible at names. Grit Chin Gobel. What's going on, man? I'm playing Pokemon Sword because I just want to see Marnie again. Also because I want to just GG's fine? Okay. How's it going, GG? I'm just playing Pokemon Sword. The sky is up. It is. That is what's up. Indeed. Another valid answer would have been my blood pressure. We have a double electric type going on here. I don't think my squad has any counters to electric types. That's a big negative. That's a huge negative. Yeah, that's fun. How am I gonna get out of this? We can start by lowering the stats of Clink and Helioptile. And then we can, like, put Clink to sleep. You want to replay Shield again to see Hop again. He's my precious bean. I just got off work. You just got off work? Awesome. Hopefully work is over. Now you can just go home and relax. Honestly, Hop is, Hop, I guess. But, I actually like Howl more than Hop, because at least Howl has a taste, has, like, some taste buds or something. He's just, like, cool. He's like a skinny Shaq Tito or something. I like him. I like how. Want to hear a joke I heard recently? Yeah, man, it better be good. I better laugh. I want it to be funny. Alright. I'm not playing competitive, so I can put them both to sleep. I can at least... They'll be asleep for like 3 turns. So what do you call a bread that has pickles in it? A pickle sandwich. That's what you call it. You call it a pickle sandwich. Right? I'm probably thinking about this too hard. Oh, that's fucking funny. A dildo. That's good. I like that one. That's really good. Here's a lame one I got from TikTok. What's Dr. Pepper a doctor in? Dr. Pepper's a physicist. Cause he's fizz. It's funny. At work we did get in a pickle mustard I was tempted to get. You got in a pickle mustard. A pickle mustard. Like, mustard? You're gonna say none, he's got his diploma from Pop. Ah, yeah. Dr. Pepper was a Nepo baby. I didn't even come up with that. I literally got that from a TikTok where it's just like this one guy makes like unfunny jokes, but it's funny enough where you're like, gets a cheap laugh out of you. And he just does this like this nah-ee laugh, and he just like fucking does this stupid little dance of his knees. And it's not the joke that's funny, it's the him going it's what's made me laugh. Because it's a goofy frickin' chuckle. How do you stop bacon from curling in a pan? How would you? I don't know, you got me on that one. You stop bacon from curling in a pan by taking away their tiny brooms. That one didn't land. I don't get it. I don't get that one. They're tiny brooms. Curling and brooms. Was the connection supposed to be like hair curlers or something? Because they're called hair curlers, not brooms. I don't get it. What curling a broom? Or is this supposed to be like an Olympic joke? Like that's the thing they call the things that they use to make the thing move in just the right way in the curling sport? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it's no, I'm not paying too much attention to the Olympics. That's why that one didn't land. Man, playing this game with only new Pokemon is going to be a challenge because, I don't think there's a lot of new Pokemon. I think it's literally a bunch of old ones. It was supposed to be Canadian bacon. That probably would have made a little more sense if it was a Canadian bacon. Curling. Swirlix is... Now, Swirlix isn't new to this game. Swirlix was Pokemon X and Y. It wouldn't be for me. I just have an army of Yamper and Snom. Dude, fucking Snom, man. I always underestimate Snom. Snom's actually really mean. Yo, there's a Wobbuffet. He's just hanging out. Oh, no, beware. Beware the bear. Beware the bear. I am bewaring the bear. No. Stay away. Hey, look, it's what's his name? Is it Lupin the Third? Does this guy not look like Lupin the Third? That's the name of the guy, right? From the anime. Of course, he sends out an apple. But that is a dragon. This apple is a dragon. Honestly, the first time I saw this Pokemon, I honestly thought it was just an apple with googly eyes, and like they literally ran out of ideas. It's apple with googly eyes. How does a non-binary samurai kill their enemies? Oh, he's a samurai, he's not binary. He cuts him in half. Oh, that's good. That's good. You saying the non-binary samurai thing reminded me of like this funny thing. Firefox has claimed that their mascot is non-binary. And, you know, a bunch of people on X have their typical fucking reaction of, oh my god, blah, blah, blah. One dude said, how is Firefox non-binary if it's an EXE? Like, if Firefox is a non-binary, then how does it work if it's an EXE? Because, like, an EXE is a binary file. So if it's a non-binary, how the fuck does it run? I'm like, okay, that's actually funny. But isn't like a non-binary person can also use like other pronouns than they and them? They could use like Z and Zer, right? Or is that something else? I don't know. I don't go on Tumblr. That's the crazy thing too. Like I can get behind male, female, and non-binary. I can get behind that. So it's either masculine, feminine, or neutral. So instead of it being a binary, it's like a triad, right? But then you start adding in like non-binary keyboard joke. But then it's like, how many genders are there? More genders than? Let's just ask. Do I ask Gemini this, or let's risk getting my Gemini account banned? I'm gonna just ask Gemini this fucking joke, and I'm just gonna get me canceled, and I don't care. No, come on. Turn the microphone off, though. I'm gonna ask Gemini, what are there more genders than Pokemon? There's just like over 1,000 fucking Pokemon. There's no way there's over 1,000 Pokemon. Okay, so a classic internet debate. The answer really depends on how you define your terms. Here's a breakdown. Okay, so there's like 1,028 unique Pokemon, and then the gender count. There's biological sex, there's cultural and historical genders, which is like 8. Then there's modern gender identity, which is theoretically infinite. Ah, fuck. Zer is the equivalent to Mr. Oh. Okay. So wait, wait, so... Wait a minute. So, with modern gender identity, it's theoretically infinite. So there actually are more genders than there are Pokemon. I found out you can say the word cunt on Twitch and it won't get you in trouble. You just can't call someone that. So it's like, you know the meme template of like tiny brain, big brain, super brain, and galactic brain? It's like calling everyone he or she, calling people by their preferred pronouns, and like the galaxy brain is just like calling everyone a cunt. And of course the galaxy brain had the fucking Union Jack on it from Britain. That one actually got me fucking laughing. I guess the American version would be like calling everyone a dick instead. That's weird too. It's like British people use the word cunt instead of dick, and then like Americans use the word dick. So it's like, what do Asians call each other? Do you just call each other like genitalia? Do they call each other brick? Like, why do they? What do Canadians call everyone? Sorry? No. If you address a non-binary person, you would say, like, Zur, insert name. Oh, okay. I thought it was spelled X-I-R, not Z-I-R. And when people start saying stuff like Z, Zur, it starts to sound like we're in Star Trek and I'm talking to, like, a Klingon or something. It's just strange. It's strange to me. I try not to subscribe to the camp of, like, believing it's a mental illness. But at the same time, like, a lot of the ones on the internet act like they're mentally unwell, and it's like, well, you know, it's... I don't want to say it. I'm just going to point to it and be like, it's kind of hard not to freaking call the kettle black when the kettle's black. the kettle is a color that is not white, orange, black, gray, or brown. That's how you understand it, but it could be mistaken. I should have asked someone at work that is like more left. I asked them, like, where is the line for transphobia? Because, like, I can get, like, a homophobia, right? You're discriminating against someone that's homosexual, right? So it's just like, but, like, where does the transphobia line go at? Actually, you don't use the terms because of intersex people. Yeah, that's the actual proper term, is intersex. Some people might say hermaphrodites because the hermaphrodite is actually a pornographic term, but the pornographic term is actually based off of the scientific definition of the condition. I don't know if you call it a disease, the condition called hermaphroditism. Do we teach you cotton spores? The question. Clinging to harshly lowers the speed stats. Lowers evasiveness. Lowers your speed. I want speed control. You know what's funny though? You wanna trigger a non-binary person, just mention biology. Break down the word biology. It's bi and ology. Not biology, it's bi ology. Ology, the study of binary. I mean, we talk about, like, you know how people, like, try to remove the word men from every single word in the English language? Like, instead of it being women, it's wimzen. Instead of it being, like, firemen, it's fire zen or something. Are we gonna call biology, or we're gonna call it zoology instead? We're not skirting too close to Twitch terms of service, right? I'm literally just taking the piss. Biology is the scientific study of life and living organisms, encompassing their structure, function, growth, evolution, so on and so forth. You have not heard of that. You haven't heard of the whole, like, women wanted to, like, call themselves Wimzen instead? It's like WOMXN. They want to remove men from words. But it is funny though that when you dissect the word biology, when you break the word into its parts, ology is a word that means the study of, and it's just like bi is the first half of it. Origin of the word biology. Because it breaks down. Okay, so actually it doesn't mean like the bi and biology doesn't mean like binary. It comes from a Greek word called bios, which means life. So I got it wrong. Ology isn't the word for study of. It's bios and then logos. So it's literally life study. So it's literally the study of life. I'm always interested in how words are formed like that. English is very interesting. Probably the far out there are feminists. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Hey man, why don't you have a girlfriend, man? Because women are scary. Women are scary, bro. Yeah, I like the etymology. I just like to look. It's just like a curiosity thing. I'm like, okay, that's what the word. I understand what the definition of the word is, but like, why is the word called that? Why do we call it like? Why do we call a door a door? What is the origin of the word door? And it's like the origin of the word door is from Doros, which means gateway, from the ancient Paleotagian. I'm making that up. Origin of the word door. It's probably from German, right? The origin of the word doors can be traced back to ancient civilizations. Okay, so it's like ancient Egyptians used wood for doors. No, word, W-O-R-D, W-O-R-D, not wood. What is the origin of the word door? The word door originates from the English word door. It's just door with missing an O. And duru. They're derived from Proto-Germanic and Proto-Indo-European roots. What does it mean? It can be traced back to dore and dur, neuter and dudu, duru. So it's like English had fucking gendered language at one point. So like the word door, D-O-R, was actually a gender neutral way to refer to the object. And then the word duru is actually the feminine way to refer to door. Both meaning door or gate. So it literally just means door. Door just means door. There's also like you want to really get into some crazy shit. Look up German words. As a woman, I can vouch for them being scary, especially on their periods. I'm just afraid of anyone that bleeds for like a week every single month and don't die. Like that, you don't. Everything in nature, you get it to bleed enough blood, it eventually dies. If something like bleeds that much and it does not die, it's immortal. Run. Run. You better hope you can outrun it, because fuck me if it bleeds that much and it does not die. It's time to start running. God. I'm so glad that I don't have to deal with menstrual cramps and any of that bullshit. 1, the blood is disgusting. Ew, gross. 2, it probably will smell. 3, the cramps. The goddamned cramps, dude. I don't want to feel like... I don't want to feel for like a whole week or 2 weeks like my fucking guts are being twisted around like fucking silly string. No. It's a tablespoon of blood a month. Ow. That's still a fair amount of blood. You want the... you must get it real bad. It's like some women don't have really bad menstrual cramps. They'll be able to function. They'll just be in some sort of discomfort or pain. And then other women get it like really fucking bad. Like it's straight up like a disability for like 1 week out of every month. And that sucks. I would much rather deal with just having fucking random erections at inopportune times. And because I can turn that on people. It's like, why are you looking at my dick? What are you, a pervert? Stop. Is it a banana in your pants? No, it's my dick. Why is it like that? Because my brain thought of titties for 5 seconds, and now it's like this, okay? And it'll go away in like 5 seconds. Stop staring. Compared to the liters of blood people have, it's not. Ah, yeah, you're right. You're right. Bro, just give me a kissy kiss. I don't want no kissy kiss. Get out of here. I just got kissed by a male Ralts. I have been assaulted. I'm going to sue now. I keep picking this cracked tooth of mine with my tongue. I gotta stop. There are men who say for us to hold the no, that's literally not how that works. It does not work like that. It literally does not work like that. The men that say that women should hold in their blood those are, I feel bad about those men because those men probably grew up in very sheltered families, and they were not allowed to learn about family life. They had to like not go to family life class. That's probably what happened there. Because I understand the function of a menstrual cycle. It's literally to flush shit out. It's just maintenance. You've been dealing with it for years, and you'll deal with it for many more years. And then you'll get to the ripe age of like 45, and then it stops. And then you have a completely different problem called menopause, where everything starts going in reverse. In all the bad ways. It's great. The worst thing that happens to men is their backs start getting sore. And it doesn't get hard anymore, and that's probably the worst that happens. And, you know, heart disease. Heart disease is also a thing. You don't even want kids. Man, I can feel that. Not everyone wants kids. I mean, I'm not gonna ask how young you are. You may want kids in the future, you may not. You'd be like, you know what, just kids are just too expensive, they're a pain, I don't want it. It's always... It just sucks, man, it just sucks. What am I fighting? I'm fighting the Pokemon that mops everything with its tail. I don't need to switch. No, don't tickle me, what are you doing? Stop! Oh, drop the attack and defense. That's not good. Stop it! Bro is just tickling me, dude. Get attacked by the Pokemon. It's literally a bread loaf. I nicknamed it Zoomy because of what it evolves into. It evolves into Boltund, which is zoom, zoom, zoom. Cheeky wants to learn Body Slam. He wants to learn the move, this is what I do, I sit on you. Yes, we're gonna learn that this is what I do, I sit on you move. Steenie. Oh no, Steenie's in this game? Oh god. Oh no. Whew. Whew. If we ever want our tubes tied or get a tubal, something we're told to think about it because what if our husband or we want kids in the future? Can't that be reversed? Can that be reversed? I thought that was reversible. There's one of the things where it's reversible, one thing isn't. Oh. Okay, so it's not a guarantee, that's what it is. This is from Google Gemini. It's AI. Take it with a grain of salt. It might be completely fucking wrong. It might be pulling from, like, some meme from fucking 4chan for all I know. It's claiming, like, the short answer of tubal ligation can often be reversed, but it's not a guarantee. It's a complex surgical procedure. It's because the reason they're saying to consider it is because the success rates for reversal are, like, they vary wildly. Here's the breakdown on how the reversal works. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. Stop talking. No, shut up. I don't want to know about it. Don't get into details about how things get twisted. Because then I'll start thinking of testicular torsion, and I try to keep my mind off of that. Because that can happen, that's great. Like, just your balls just decide to twist around themselves. It's fun times, great. And basically, you have to go to the doctor immediately, or you, like, I don't know if you die or you just, like, become sterile or something. I got enough things to worry about. If you don't want kids and you know for a fact you don't want people to press you at it, that's true. That is true. That's absolutely... this is a personal thing. It's up to each person. I don't care. My stance on, like, people's bodies is, it's not mine. I don't fucking care. That's my stance on it. You want to take HRT? Go for it. You want to get bottom surgery? Go for it. I don't care. It's not my body. Now, if you hold me down and you want to cut my dick off and turn it into, like, an artificial vagina, I'm going to be like, no, I don't want that. That's a bad touch. Get the fuck away from me. I am now going to, like, go for the jugular. Leave me alone. It's pissing you off more than it should. Yeah, I know, man. How did we even get to this conversation about, like, we started talking about menstrual cycles or something? And then that's what led to it? I'm trying so hard not to make a period joke. You understand that, right? Like, it's understandable. Especially if you're on your period, you're gonna... Some people might get more emotional. And I'm autistic. I tend to put my foot in my mouth. That's great. I love the taste of my own foot. It tastes like cheese and toe jam. It's awesome. I don't put my own foot in my mouth, but literally, but you know what I mean. All right, we got dog versus raccoon. Who wins? Dog. Dog wins. I love the tism. My grandfather sent me a fucking... He sent me a text. It was like MIT has invented a drug that treats autism or some shit. Hold on, let me fucking find it. I'm not clicking it. I don't click links. Autism Breakroom has scientists find a 44-cent pill that reverses symptoms. That bullshit. Here, let's actually talk to Gemini. What is this 44-cent pill that reverses autism? Black pill me on it. What's Gemini say?
There is no pill that reverses or cures autism. You are likely hearing rumors about leucovorin, folinic acid, a generic B vitamin derivative that costs roughly 44 cents per pill. While some small studies suggest it may help improve verbal communication in a specific subset of autistic children with cerebral folate deficiency, it is not a cure. Most medical experts and organizations like the FDA warn that claims of reversing autism are scientifically unfounded and often part of predatory scams.
All right, shut up. You're about to dox me. Shut up. You don't have to bring up how I'm like getting certifications and autistic and whatnot. Shut up. You see, here's the thing, right? It's a vitamin B derivative, right? Okay, so instead of paying for a 44-cent pill, I could just take vitamin B supplements. And it could probably do the same thing, right? Here's the other thing, right? Autism is a developmental disorder, right? It doesn't crop up when the baby is a fetus. It's like when your brain, I'm gonna go back up from the microphone. When your brain is making your brain, when it's wiring all the connections, it's just wiring them differently. That's all. This is a physical thing. Like the brain itself is physically wiring itself a different way. Okay? What does a pill do? A pill will change your body chemistry temporarily while the effects of whatever drug is in your system, right? So you're telling me that there's a 44-cent pill that can, pass the blood-brain barrier, which that's very hard to do, and two, it can chemically, like, change the physical connections in my brain? I don't think so. No, no, that doesn't work. Because basically, you're trying to tell me that a 44-cent pill can magically undo the physical connections in my brain that have occurred over the past 3 decades of my life. I don't buy it for a second. I don't buy that for a second. That's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. Like, if I was, I was about to say lower functioning. That's not the right word. I'm sure. I hate the fact that I need to change my language from low functioning to like high assistance, because I just roll my eyes and go, who fucking cares? But if I was a high assistance autistic person, I was a little lower on the functional brain scale, I would buy the whole give me the magic pill to make me normal. But I know how it works. It is quite literally how your brain has configured itself. A pill cannot do that. Look, if I can't take a magical turn me into a girl pill and I wake up as a biological female, if that is physically impossible, then I'm not buying the fact that I can take a pill that will magically make my brain be a normie brain. I'm not buying it. That's the first part. Part number 2. Let's just imagine that this magical pill actually worked. I would feel weird about it, because you get into like neurology and like how the human brain works, and how you're like, you look at people that got like involuntarily lobotomized through like a spike going through their nose and lobotomizing their brain through an accident, and like their behavior changes. Like, I can't remember the guy. There's a guy that had a railway spike accident. A railway spike went straight up his nose and severed a connection in his brain. That one severed connection made this otherwise normal man basically be like reckless. Just reckless. He just became reckless and have reckless behavior. Didn't used to. If a pill can fucking like change the wiring in your brain, I will not be the same person. Like, on a philosophical level, the person I am right now, my identity, my beliefs, the way I think, if I were to take a magic pill and it makes my brain be a normie brain, I will die. Like, my body will remain alive, but like the actual personality will die. And a completely new personality will take its place. And it'll be like some entity has like sucked my soul out of my body, and then my body's being skinwalked by something else. That is quite literally what will happen. I mean, for fuck's sake, there's people that take HRT, and there's people that undergo sex change operations, and it affects their brain structure in a way. There's many people that undergo sex change and then they have like severe depression, even though their genitals is what was causing the dysphoria to begin with. And this even happens to people that undergo any type of like invasive surgery where a part of their body needs to be removed. They'll get depressed. They'll like get fucked up mentally for a short period of time. And that always fascinated me, and I'm like, why is that the case? And then you look into the fact that we like to think that our mind is separate from our brain is separate from our body, but actually no. The crazy thing, when you look into the science and you look into the philosophy, science and philosophy kind of blur together this way. Your mind is your mind is not your brain is not your body, but at the same time they actually are. Like, they're all linked together, and if one thing is severed or altered or broken, it affects everything else. I mean, fuck's sake, you get into, like, if you start watching, like, videos about fitness or stuff, you get into the cycle of, like, if you're out of shape, you feel like shit mentally, but then, like, if you feel like shit mentally, you're gonna not take care of yourself, and you're gonna be out of shape. And it's really fascinating how the human body works. How it's like, how these things that we think are separate are not separate. They're directly linked, and how, like, they will all affect each other. It's crazy. Which really gets nuts when you start thinking about, like, oh, what if we were in, like, Cyberpunk 2077 future? Where we could, like, I could remove my brain and put it into, like, a fucking, an android body. Like, the actual Cyberpunk universe does touch on that. Where there's human beings that were human that have replaced so much of their human biology with cybernetics that they undergo something called cyberpsychosis. Like, literally, they have modified their human body to the point where their brain is no longer able to comprehend themselves as a human being, and then their mind breaks down, and they just become, like, an insane person that also happens to have rocket launchers for arms. Which you can imagine, that's bad. Like, yeah, you know, I don't want the resident cyber psycho who has, like, the anti-material dick cannon attachment to fucking go psycho and decide to dick blast everything. I'm laughing about it, but there probably would be a cyber psycho that would have done that. I want a tank barrel for a dick, and I want it to shoot fucking loads of, like, nuclear bombs or some shit. And some crazy ripperdoc would do it. As long as the guy had enough eddies, he would do it. I mean, come on, people have fucking mantis blades on their arms. I mean, this is fiction, but still, it's got that science fiction aspect to it. He's gonna send out the boot. He sent out the boot. Do I switch? What can I do to mess this guy up? I'm not gonna switch. I'm gonna stay where I'm at. Phineas Gage. The guy's name was actually Phineas Gage. The guy that had the spike go through his skull. I'm surprised he didn't die. Bro had a freaking railroad spike go through his nose, and bro is still kicking. He just had a personality shift and became super, like, reckless. His inhibitions were removed. Ha! Stay paralyzed, idiot. I'm gonna go for the water gun now. I'm under leveled through this fight, dude. But I'm gonna win by numbers. Man, I am not looking forward to going to the dentist for this chipped tooth, bro. I'm not looking forward to it. It's gonna suck. I'm gonna hate it. But I gotta do it. I'm not gonna want to do it. I'm not gonna want to call on the phone. I hate calling people on the phone. But it's gonna get infected and shit if I don't do something about it, so I better go do it. God damn it. Wants to learn Nasty Plot. That raises special, right? We're using Swiper. Attack and accuracy and special attack. And this guy is a special attacker, right? Yeah, we're gonna get rid of Hone Claws. Every one of his Pokemon's an ace. Yeah, sure, buddy. Let's see what's your ace in the hole. You sent out a bird. Yeah, now my team can't eat berries. Great. Send out the dog. Send out the doggy. Here comes Zoomy. We go zoom, zoom, zoom. All right, let's do a tail whip. Let's get the defense lowered. Bro, why do you stop flapping your wings when you go to Leer? Weird. Come on. I keep picking at this tooth. I gotta stop it. I'm gonna cut my tongue all up. My tongue's gonna go infected. Yuck. It's a sensory thing. It's just the fact I noticed there is gonna drive me nuts. Turtle. I'm here because of the TikTok you posted on February 19th. Says demons all over. Now, which one was that one? That was before Pokopia. What was the February 19th TikTok? Now I'm curious. Shut up. It feels pumping gas. That's kind of accurate. Was that the First World Problems one with all the games on Steam? Because it wasn't Pokopia. It had to have been what it was. It had to have been the yeah. You said you were live the first time in forever. I don't remember posting that I'm live on TikTok though. I don't post the I'm live things. How do you check the dates on a TikTok? Boomer moment. Send to, I don't want send to, I want analytics or something. I just want to know when it was posted. Because I have my TikTok up right now. I keep forgetting my phone has like no Wi-Fi back here. Wants to learn Rock Tomb. We're gonna teach you Rock Tomb. You're gonna learn Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb's a pretty good move. Water Gun, Protect, Headbutt. Rock Tomb. February 23rd. You said the 18th though. 19th. There's a Christmas one. That was on Christmas. There was no TikTok that was posted on the 19th. The TikTok I posted in February was the one where I was showing all the games I have on Steam. And then the one that happened in March was the Pokemon Pokopia one. With the Voltorb coming out of the trash can and exploding, and that was fucking funny as hell. I never posted anything on February 19th. That's weird. Because there's... Unless this is being listed out of chronological order? Unless it was a repost on the 19th. It might have been something that I reposted and not one of my own. Which... I can... Oh, frick. Network error? Come on, bro. I'm just gonna disconnect my phone from the Wi-Fi. Because for some reason, my phone has no data back here. For some dumb reason. Said February 19th, let's see. February 19th. I don't see a February 19th either with repost. It's just like... January 18th is like me before work, and it's the guy going, la 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 la! And he's holding a box of Cheez-Its. That's literally me, by the way. And then the next one is March 18th, is Gyarados as Hank Hill on Pokopia. The person in the TikTok might have spelled their Twitch name wrong. Yeah, I have, it's Tsukino space Azura, but it's like Tsukino Azura, one word. Is there another Tsukino Azura? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. How the hell do you search for people on the TikTok? Let's find this. Let's find the doppelganger. I'm curious. Okay, is it Tsukino Azura? There's a Tekino Azura. Username is like Slime Nova. Hang on, let me see if we can find it. You said it was the 18th, right? They might have spelt their Twitch name wrong. Oh, there, someone's giving me free advertising. Slime Nova person seems pretty chill. They like a lot of anime. Seeing lots of, like, that time I was reincarnated as a slime, and I think a couple things from Gotcha. Oh, Twitch TV, oh, that's a friend of mine. That's Fur. He's probably just posting that I was live or something. Yeah, no, I know Fur. Where are you going? Where are you going? Come here. Come here, you. Does this Elder Gloss have a special stat on it? I'm gonna catch this thing and see what it has. Yeah, Fur's a friend of mine. He's a buddy of mine. I'm lurking in his Discord. What Pokemon game is this? This is Pokemon Sword. This is like the first Pokemon game that was on the Switch. That's not the second one if you count Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. This is the one that takes place in Britain, that has the biggest baddie of them all, Marnie. We stand Marnie. I'm going through the game on set mode, and I'm trying to use only the new Pokemon. I'm trying to avoid using any of the old Pokemon, and apparently that's a challenge in itself, because I guess there weren't that many new Pokemon in this game. I think there's only 100 of them. No, don't put me to sleep. Thank God. Fury attack. Come on. Fury. Fury attack. Fury. Hit him. Hit him multiple times. This is the Pokemon game that had the whole Dexit thing, and everyone got mad. I think I still have it posted on my Twitter, buried away somewhere. It's like, I took a screenshot of the exact moment when they made the announcement. It's like burned into my brain too. It's like, you have Omori and the presenter at Nintendo Direct, Treehouse, and you had Junichi Masuda. Yeah, Junichi Masuda, Omori, and the presenter for Nintendo Treehouse, all holding plushies of, like, the starters from the game. One of the hashtags in the video is femboy. I don't know why. It's because Fur's a femboy. That's why. He just likes to put femboy in his hashtags. He's a boy that likes to be girly. No, don't attack. Catch. He used to play Fortnite. He doesn't play Fortnite anymore. I've been waiting for Fur to hit me up and be like, hey, let's play Fortnite on stream. I'm like, yeah, sure. This old boomer freaking get on Fortnite with him. I'm not a boomer. I'm not that old. That's like 2 generations behind me. Alright, what's special about this Elder Gloss? Is this like special from the other ones or no? Has the ability Regenerator. Oh, okay, so yeah, it has a hidden ability. What does Regenerator do? I stopped playing Fortnite since my controller broke, and then a few days ago they added brain rot to the item. Ah, yeah. I think that's actually really distasteful. If it's the same brain rot I'm thinking of, they did all these layoffs and stuff. They're like, oh, you know, Fortnite's not profitable. We gotta cut costs and let's lay all these people off. And then for April Fools, for the item shop, they decide to do, like, AI-generated brain rot. Are you... Yeah, that's tone deaf. That's really tone deaf, man. I hop on Fortnite every now and then and play it myself. The last time I played Fortnite, though, was on April 1st. I was doing the April 1st event, where everyone was like a bobblehead. That was pretty funny. My favorite weapon was the handgun. Like, the literal handgun, where your finger gun people. Actually got up to second place. I did really good. The only reason I lost that fight was because my opponent was literally Batman. Like, I'm sorry, you're not gonna outgun Batman. You just lose when you face Batman. If I stay at a range, he's gonna snipe me. If I get up close, he's gonna beat me up with fisticuffs. It's Batman. What do you want me to say? And man, they just don't make controllers the way they used to. The controllers break so easily, it's ridiculous. And they charge like $90 for a controller. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not right. You want to find a Fortnite coach because you're bad, but you have parental controls. Parents don't care what you do because they know you're not gonna talk to strangers and give them their address and whatnot. It's just the parental controls have a code and you forgot the code, so you can't add anyone. Sorry, this is really long. That's not long, dude. You should see the scrolls I post on my Discord. I'm literally posting the Elder Scrolls in all their glory. I'll be posting a long-ass Discord message where it's literally like a documentation of the Elder Scrolls all the way back from the Mythic era to the 5th era. It's shit's that long. And then people will post like, too long, didn't read. I'm like, god damn it. Man, I chipped my tooth. I hate I'm so mad that I chipped my tooth. And now I'm gonna have to freaking go to the dentist. And they're gonna be like, your teeth suck. I'm like, tell me something I don't know, doc. Do I have turbo cancer? Is that something I don't know? I keep saying turbo cancer. I'm gonna wind up getting it. If only I could be so lucky. No. This would be my luck. My life would turn around, and the moment my life turns around and everything's good and I want to live life, then I'd wind up getting turbo cancer. Then it'd be a tragedy. Alrighty, we got a crow gunk. This guy's a poison dude. I need a ground type move to take care of this guy. It's also a fighting type, so rock would be bad. We have Zumia. I guess we're just gonna stick with Zumi. Zumi's my best bet. Oh, it knows Mud Slap. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. Oh, man. You have to wait till you can add people to get a coach. You still have a broken controller, so you have to wait till you get a PS5, which you're saving up for. Brother. You know the PS5s are going up in price again, right? That's... At this point, you might as well just steal the goddamn PS5. Don't... Full disclaimer, do not steal the PS5. Do not do that. I am not saying you should do that. This was a joke. I was joking. I don't have the badum tis soundboard ready. So, yeah, bro, the way the prices of the PS5s are going, you should just walk into Walmart and just steal one. Badum tss. It was a joke. I'm joking. Don't actually do that. Try to get it slim because you don't have a lot of space in the, or cheaper. They also don't have a disc drive, but if you don't mind, like, all digital, fuck, go for it. I'm a bit curious if the Slims overheat, though, because they're, like, smaller. Just, if you do get a PS... I don't know about the Slims, but if you do get a PS5, do not sit it standing up. Don't have it oriented vertically. Lay it on its side. Because the PlayStation 5s... I don't have a PS5 myself, but I've watched videos of people that have had a PS5 since launch. And... the thermal paste or the binding on one of the computer chips in the PS5 gets weak over time when it's oriented vertically, and it basically destroys itself. You're gonna get an outer shell thing so it has spots for the fan to breathe. Sounds good. I remember when I got the Xbox 360 that it got the red ring of death, and then it had like it had another error on it. Because the 360 I got the red ring, and then that got replaced. And then it had a problem with the disk drive, and I got it fixed then. And then it had like an issue with the X clamps or something. So it's like the graphics adapter on it died or some shit. I was just trying to play Sonic Unleashed, and the shit was like giving me fucking Sega Genesis colors on the screen. I'm like, what? Come on. At that time, I should have just sold the system and said, fuck it, I'm going back to the Wii. To get rid of the radiator death, this motherboard overheat, rapid towel turn on, should restart the motherboard. That makes it worse. It fixes the problem temporarily, but it actually cooks the system and makes it worse. It was a fault in the system was just faulty. If you have an Xbox 360, if you got the newer models, the ones that aren't big and white and have the rounded edges, they're the small little black ones, those are better. If I ever wanted to play my Xbox games again, I would literally just get like a Xbox One. That's all I would do. That would be it. But I've had like zero desire. I should just sell all my 360 games. I don't even care. By the way, if you listen to the music in this area, it's quite literally a Beatles reference. What do I like more, PS5 or Xbox? I like Nintendo Switch more, because it's got the games I play. I don't own a PlayStation 5, I don't own a Xbox Series. I have a PC and I got a Nintendo Switch. So if I want to play a Nintendo game, I play Nintendo Switch. If I want to play a multi-platform game, I just hop on my PC and play it there. If I want to play Fortnite, I'm playing it on PC. And now, of course, I think Sony is starting to pull back the whole put their games on PC thing. Because it didn't really work out very well for them. Which, I mean, that's actually good. It's bad and it's good. It's bad for me because it's like, I like having the ability to play PlayStation games on PC. I like that. I like the fact that I don't have to drop $700 for a console to play a game. But, by the way, Nessa's hot as fuck. I just want to point that out there. Anyway, we're gonna clip that. We're gonna farm the clips there. You're too broke for a PC, and the RAM prices are going to this. If that's only if you're getting a DDR5, you can get. Seeing as the PlayStation is going up to $700 fucking dollars, if you just save up like another $300, you could buy a PC. And yes, sure, you won't have any games, but you can get free games. You can go to itch.io, you can find like some indie games. You can go download Zelda Classic. You can get Luanati, the Minecraft clone. The Steam sales basically pay for themselves. But then the problem is, with PC gaming, it's not like a console. Like, if you are not technically literate, if you just want to have a box where you just put game in and you push the button and it plays the game, then stick to consoles, because the PCs require a little more maintenance. You're basically becoming independent. If you get a PC, you're becoming independent. But, like, what is the price of the PlayStation 5 right now? Not the Pro, just like... There's Best Buy. That's with a game. Okay, PlayStation 5 Slim console is $550. I forget how much the DualSense is. I'm assuming it's probably around the price of a Switch Pro controller. It's like $80, $90. Just throw another $100 in there. So, that's... $650 will just run up, say it's $700. You get a couple games worth, those are like $70 each, it's $140. You're getting up to $800, $900. I'm going to imagine I didn't see that. Also, don't post your age on twitch.tv. We're just gonna... How do I delete a message without, like... I'm just gonna do you a favor. I hope it didn't time you out. I did not intend to time you out. I just wanted to delete that message. Don't post age on Twitch. They don't fuck around with that. You don't care, like, any jokes you make. Okay. I'm actually being straight up serious. Like, don't post age on Twitch. That's the reason I deleted the comment. I don't care. It's just Twitch cares. And if they see that the message was there and they see you said what your age was and you're not at the age to be on the site, they'll actually ban your account. Just don't do that. I mean, as long as you act mature and you're not acting like a little child, you're fine. Or we could take on, Nessa. Do we do Nessa with just Yamper? Or do I need to... What items do I have? Do I have any item that'll give me an advantage? That would be under... Nope, not that, not this. Under items. What do we got? We got Mystic Water, we got Silk Scarf, we got Heavy Duty Boots. Affects traps set on battlefield. Silver Powder. Bug-type moves, Repel. Shed Shell. Switch out of battle without fail. Okay. Dynamax Candy. Okay, we should give this we should give the Sharp Beak to Oz. That'll make the flying move stronger. Nessa's not going to use any traps. She's mainly just going to use water types. I can't remember her team. It's been so long since I played this game that I can't remember what her team is. I wonder if I should grind levels or if I should just go for it. I'm gonna look it up real quick. What is the level of her team? Because I don't want to overpower her team. 22. 22, 23, and 24, and Dreadnought is going to be a problem. But I have an ace. Clover will do it. Okay, so I do need to grind some levels. I need to get up to 24. Zumi's already at 24. We're not going to level up Zumi anymore initially. Zumi will still get experience points. Because the game has auto experience share and there's no way to turn it off. Which I kind of don't like. I wish you could turn it off as an option. Let's talk to Ball Guy. Let's get some free balls. A lure ball. Hey, it's one of my moderators. I love how this guy does the fucking Milo Mart theme. You know, the Milo Mart. Hang on, let me turn the desktop sounds on for a second. And risk getting like a content ID just for a bit. Literally a bit. Milo Mart theme Zelda Twilight Princess. Brother is literally doing this. Let me turn my sounds on. We're gonna get doubled audio just for a bit. Bro is literally doing this. He's doing the Milo Mart dance. Why is he doing the Milo Mart dance? Alright, enough. That's the bit. I just get a kick that he does the Milo Mart dance. That's literally one of the animations they gave Ball Guy. Is Milo Mart. To prove it. How do we share a video about doxing my screen? We split this off and maximize this. Milo Mart Twilight Princess. Where's like the actual? I need like the in-game where he does the dance, where the guy does the dance. I shit you not. Can I just get like a gif of the guy doing the dance? I just want the guy doing the dance. The Milo Mart Twilight Princess dancing man. Because it's the exact same animation. Exactly the same. Is this just like a generic fucking Japanese dance? Is this just like dance _1? Alright, here we go. Let's get the capture going for window capture. Make sure I'm selecting the correct one. If I select the wrong Brave tab, it's over. Okay, no, we're good. Okay. Just being a little dangerous here. So you see the dance this guy is doing? This guy is doing this dance. This is the dance he's doing. He is doing this dance. It is the exact same fucking dance. Okay, maybe not the exact same dance. No, it is the same dance. He's swinging his arms and everything. Bro is literally doing the Milo Mart dance. What the fuck? Wait. That's... why? Why? It's a neat reference, but why? And was that even intentional? Can I hit up, like, Umori and be like, hey, Shigeru Umori, was the ball guy doing the Milo Mart dance intentional? Did you mean to do a Zelda reference? That's what I want to know. I want to know. He really was like, oh shoot, they're here. What dance do I do? In the first dance that came... Hey, it could be worse. When did Scarlet and Violet come out? No, when did this game... This game came out after Fortnite, so you could have started flossing. Brother, imagine that. Imagine if they started flossing instead. Imagine if they had him floss. Imagine if they had ball guy floss. Oh man. That would be freaking great. I would love that. I wish they did that. When is Fortnite Save the World being free to play? It's coming up, right? I think it's next week. Alright, we need to level up our grass type. Gossifleur is going to be how we're going to do it. What happens if I lick this thing? This thing is like floating. This thing is just like a ball of cotton candy. If I were to lick it, would it dissolve? Would it taste very fucking sweet? What happens if it rains? Does it dissolve and become invisible? Does it die? I mean, if it rains on like a Charizard's tail, the Charizard dies. Oh, it can't fall asleep because it's sweet. Cool, okay. Of all the Pokemon we have like ones that are made from food. Whenever I play any sort of video game where monsters are like food monsters, I always wonder if like they came up with the design during crunch time and the developers are like really fucking hungry. I hope there's a Pokemon that looks like a slice of pizza. I mean, we have ice cream Pokemon, we have what are Pokemon that are like food? We have an ice cream Pokemon, we have the cotton candy Pokemon. Slurpuff is I forget what kind of frickin' food that is. Like a pastry or something? Slurpuff is like a pastry. It's like Jello or pudding. Pudding, that's what it is. Pudding. We get Alcremie, which is literally just cream. I think those are all the food Pokemon I could think of, right? There isn't like a potato chip Pokemon. I mean, if you want to get technical, I guess like Farfetch is a duck, but that's before the duck becomes the food. And then there's Dudo. the game Pokemon Pokopia actually does answer a question that the Pokemon fandom has, like, we see humans eating stuff like crab legs and steaks and stuff, and we haven't seen, like, any animals in the Pokemon world. Like, the Pokemon themselves are basically, like, the animals. So, like, where are all the meat products coming from? Are people, like, killing Pokemon and, like, eating them? I mean, I know we have Slowpoke Tail. Slowpoke Tail is something that has canonically happened in a Pokemon game. It's a delicacy. But it's also, like, resulting from, harming Pokemon. But the game Pokemon Pokopia, you know, the Pokemon Minecraft game, all of the food products are made from soybeans. Like, there is a hamburger steak item that you can make. It is literally a burger, but it is a hamburger steak that's made from soybeans. So I guess it can be implied that in the Pokemon world, they use soy products. I guess that would explain, like, why all the male trainers have baby face, and why there aren't that many burly men in the Pokemon games. It's because of, like, everyone's eating soy products. So it's, like, feminized the entire population. Let's just completely ignore the fact that there's bodybuilders and hikers that look burly as hell. For some reason it says you're not live. Did I get banned? Do we have the ban? Are we, like, banned %? Has the channel been banned? No, I'm live. Maybe it's on YouTube? No? You got me there, you got me to check. I have gotten suspended off of Twitch for silly shit. Like, I found out that if you threaten the life of an NPC character, Twitch doesn't like that and will give you a vacation. It's funny. Oh, that's not good. It was probably a hiccup. I'm still live. It might have been a hiccup on my end. It might have been a hiccup on Restream. I don't know. Stuff's weird. When I first started my stream, my Twitch chat said "Welcome to the chat room" 3 times, so it implied that I got disconnected twice. Which is weird. Demon's all over. Dude, thank you so much for the follow, man. I try to stream around 10 p.m. Eastern time. That's usually the time I go for. I don't really have any set days. Just because life's just so crazy. I stream whenever I'm able to, and also when I have the energy. I've been having problems with my energy levels. I've just been, like, really tired on some days, and I'm just, like, so tired and zonked out. I'm like, I can't stream, bro. I'm too tired. You know what? Forget grinding. Let's try. Let's try, Nessa. Because we're at the 3 hour. We're getting on the 3 hour mark. Around the time I'd want to stop. I usually try to go for 2 to 3 hours. Because after 3 hours, my energy starts to go sideways and things get a little boring. So we're going to lead with Clover. And then we'll have Zumi. No, we'll have Zumi because she's gonna Dynamax the turtle. Alright, you. What's really funny is, like, Black Twitter was all like, yes, Nessa is a black female. We finally have our African American representation in the game. And then, like, the Game Freak leaks happened, and it turns out that internally, on the internal documents, Nessa's actually supposed to be like a Southeast Asian. It's just like a Southern Asian person. It's like, Asians aren't all white. You have Southeast Asians that have darker skin. But I'm like, she's a fictional character. Who cares? Before I followed you like a second ago, did it ever say I followed before that? No, it did not. And if you're asking for stream alerts, I don't have stream alerts up. I keep meaning to fix them. I need to get them fixed. I don't know how you can, like, have stream alerts work for both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. It's usually one or the other. Let's just fight all the trainers. It showed I was followed, don't know why. I don't know. Twitch might be being weird. The whole site's being ran together by, like, held together by duct tape anyway, so. Because Clancy is kind of, like, bankrupting the site. Or maybe someone sneezed on the Amazon AWS server. All the swimmers here have freaking serious eyes. Yeah, we're just turning the water on and off, that's what we're doing. I wonder how cold that water is. That water's probably very cold. I know Fur's been playing Pokemon, Shining Pearl, I think. When you unfollowed and followed back and said he was live. Oh, weird. Twitch is just weird. It'd be glitching like that. It'd be bugging. Oh, no, not the whirlpool. I've been whirlpooled. Spin! Not really much thoughts going on in this battle. It's just like, they send out water types. I go and I use the electric type move, I knock them out. There's not really much strategy going on here. I'm literally just pushing A. I did the smart thing this time. I bought a bunch of potions, so I don't have to go back to the Pokemon Center. We can just keep going. Because the modern Pokemon games are very generous with the amount of money you get. The older ones are like very stingy with prize money. So you're always like, oh, I don't want to spend all my money on potions. I might need them for Pokeballs or something. Okay, now... how am I meant to do this? I'm overthinking this. Okay, wait a minute. I have to throw the red switch again to activate this. I've got to get over to the blue switch somehow. That's how I keep going forward. This is easier than it looks. I'm just making it look hard. I'm just having a moment. Deactivate this. Activates this. I have to turn the red one off, but I have to turn the yellow one back on. But I can't go back because this is covered. But if I flip this switch... I'm overthinking it. I'm overthinking it. Just having a moment. All these pipes just remind me of Mario. Alright, you fight me. I wonder if all, like, the swimmers are on, like, some sort of drug, because they look like they're wigged out, bro. They look, like, wrong. Oh, we're going for the side beam, are we? Alright, that's just a water type, it's not a rock type yet. Now, I keep forgetting that rock is resistant to electricity and it's not immune to it. Ground is immune to it. So Choodle would still be weak to electricity. Oh, the dog's evolving! The bread is getting kneaded. We're kneading the bread. Now we have Boltund. We have Zoomy. I call him Zoomy. He's fast as fuck. Bro can run non-stop for 3 days. That's crazy, dude. You're not outrunning that thing. Alright, I have to get to the, I have to get to the blue switch. So we throw the red switch. So I can get to the blue switch. Now I can't go back. So now if I throw that blue switch, that's gonna cut me off. I can still go this way though. I'm doing it again, I'm thinking too hard about the puzzle. We have to go back to the entrance. And then I have to go... No, that's cut off. See, because if I throw the yellow switch, I'm completely stuck. So there's an order that I have to hit this in. Throw the blue switch back, shuts the area off. Okay. Throw the red switch that blocks the switch itself off. Throw the yellow switch. Then throw the red switch. Then throw the blue switch. There we go, now we got it. Baby puzzle. Baby puzzle. Bobby puzzle. I should have more water, right? I should have melted. No, I'm out of water. Crap. Alright, stream ends after I knock out this gym. That's what I'm calling it. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Still gonna point out the fact that Nessa's hot as fuck. Wood smash. The poker stare doesn't really do her any wonders. Okay, so I'm leading with Zoomy instead of leading with with Clover because Goldeen has flying type moves, and that would actually knock out my grass type. So let's not do that. Let's stick to electricity for now. And I am playing in set mode too, so that's the other thing to keep in mind. Aracuda. I'm gonna just goof around for a second. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, so when your Pokemon are knocked out, it does that. The gym battle music is actually dynamic. Like the little jingle that was playing with the music for a second there where I knocked out one of her Pokemon plays when you knock out a Pokemon on the opponent's side. It'll do it again. Right there, there's the sound. This little part of the music only plays when you knock out an opponent's Pokemon. And when your Pokemon are knocked out, it's like all the sound drops and gets muffled. A lot of people don't know that the gym's music in this game is actually dynamic. And they've never done it again. Which is kind of annoying. Alright, she's gonna Gigantamax that Pokemon, so I'm gonna switch over to Clover. Dreadnought might know a ground type move, and that would be bad. We're gonna send out our little pollen puff here. Now she's gonna Dynamax it to go and become a big turtle. Later on in the game, I think some of the later gym leaders will actually Gigantamax their Pokemon, and those are like special Pokemon you catch in raids that have alternate forms and boosted stats. It's kind of like a mixture of a Mega Evolution and Dynamax. Alright, it's gonna get its turn. Max Geyser. Should be able to tank that. Did tank it. It's like half the health though, that kind of sucks. And it started raining. But your speed now just gets reduced because you touched me. That's cute. My turn. I will now outspeed it because its speed's been lowered by one stage. Pokemon speed stats don't matter. Doesn't matter if it's like 1 or 100. If my speed stat's 101 and yours is 100, I win. Alright, 57. Should be able to take 2 hits from Max Geyser. Oh no, it still outspeeds. What the hell? Why do you use Max Darkness? What's the deal? Yeah, you get slowed even more, punk. If I don't one-tap it, I'm going to be in trouble, but it's got, I think, one more turn. That's the only good thing about Dynamax, is you literally just have one turn. It's only for 3 turns. Alright, rain has been eliminated. But now grassy terrain's gonna heal everybody. I might be able to take one more hit. I'm not sure. Yep, tanked it. We're good. I'm not gonna be able to take another hit like that though. And the Dreadnought is down. Dreadnought is a grass and rock type, and both of those types are weak to grass. Leaf Tornado. Encircling sharp leaves may also lower the target's accuracy. We're gonna do that. We're gonna swap Razor Leaf out for that. I think they said Grass Rock. I meant to say Water Rock is what the turtle was. It was water and Rock. Both Water and Rock are weak to grass types, so if you hit it with a grass type move, it's gonna be like 4 times as effective. Like, the damage is literally multiplied by 4. It's insane. You'll play these Pokemon games, you'll be like, oh, it's just, you know, type advantages, the main thing you gotta worry about. Then you go play Pokemon Champions and get your shit pushed in, because it's more than just type advantages. Like, the Pokemon games are so easy and approachable, but then, like, the combat is incredibly deep. That's the crazy part. Ah, sweet, we learned Whirlpool. And then we got the water uniform. The thing about the uniforms, though, is, like, I wish you could change your gym uniform when you go do gym challenges, but it's just for customization, that's it. Oleana is, like, crazy. She's a little crazy go nuts. But you know what? I said I was gonna stop stream when I finished that gym fight. That's 2 gym badges out of the 8. I'm playing with no starter. I put the starter in the box. I'm playing on set mode. I'm just, like, basically doing the hardest thing I can do outside of Nuzlocke. Because I don't like doing Nuzlocke. I think I'm doing pretty darn good. You got 2 gyms knocked out. This game's, like, baby easy. Scarlet and Violet, like, ups it back a little bit. But I'm afraid that's gonna do it for me tonight. Who's live on Twitch? Let me see who's live on Twitch right now. Is there anyone live on Twitch that I follow? No. No, there's not. Because I hate not raiding into somebody else on Twitch. But since there's nobody live that I actively follow who is live at the moment, I'm gonna call it a night right here. I'll catch you guys tomorrow at 10 o'clock unless I'm, like, super tired. And then Monday I gotta call around and find a dentist to get my tooth fixed. Before it chips even more. And I just have a tooth removed, and that'll suck. I'm not gonna talk about that anymore. I'm done talking about that. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Until then, I have been Tsukino Azura. Rest well. And sweet dreams. I should get into bed myself. Holy crap, I feel tired. I love this guitar part. This guitar part is so fucking awesome. Good night, everybody.